Judging by the looks on his face, though, if we leave Ryan's family alone for 15 minutes, they'll be gone.
Regular Harold over there.
Real Harold over there. I feel like it's a shirt Harold would be wearing. He wants to raise his hand so bad. Yeah! Get him, Harold.
Well, it's just like, I mean, let me see if I can find more things that make other noises. If I can, like, set off some other alarm. If I can, like, knock into a door. Have fun editing this. That'd be great.
You son of a bitch.
It'll be great.
That's your family. Not mine. Welcome, horrible people, to the Horrible Opinions Podcast. As always, I'm your, really secretly inside my head, you don't know this, but I really fucking hate this guy that I spent this whole last movie with. Like, I think he's so incompetent, I don't think he could fathom, like, a single thought in my head, because he's so dumb. He's so dumb. But I'm not going to tell you that in the movie, though. I'm not going to let you know in the movie about that. But I want you to know, him existing and breathing my air eats me up inside. Host Kenny.
I'm Daniel, and you don't know what podcasting is.
Oh, if Michael Myers is coming at me while I'm in the freezing hot tub, and I'm gonna put him into a frog leg lock, and then I'm gonna use my hands like slippery fish and hug him around the thighs, which will make him leave stains that only Coca-Cola can get rid of. Ryan,
I'm sorry. There's a flag on the play.
What happened?
Question. Is a freezing hot tub, is that just a regular tub?
It's a freezing cold hot tub.
Is that just a regular tub?
This is the night he came home again. He just keeps coming, Kenny. He's still coming, maybe.
Because he keeps hoping his hot tub's fixed. And it's not. The repairman never showed.
Never shows.
That'll happen.
That'll happen over and over and over. And guess what?
Just gonna write something down real quick that Ryan has one yellow card to start with.
One yellow card
Go
to start
ahead.
right off the bat.
What happened?
You get two more, you're out of here, bud.
Yeah, you're gone. You're donezo. All right? And of course, we are watching Halloween 2, the 1981, okay? Not the Robert Zombie, okay? This is the OG sequel, okay? Not to be confused, because I got to tell you, when I put it up into IMDb, it wasn't the first one that popped up. It was weird.
That's weird. This one directed by Rick Rosenthal.
Yeah.
So new director. Why is John Carpenter not directing this one? Well, not directing most of this one.
Tell me.
Probably because he didn't want to.
Oh, there you go, Daniel. So why is he here?
Who?
Oh, money.
Yeah.
That Papa John needs cigarettes.
We're doing this for a shitload of money.
A shitload of money. This isn't the only Halloween movie this guy directs, oddly enough. Were you aware of this, Ryan?
Rick Rosenthal is gonna come back. Which one else do you do? I forget.
Resurrection.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna no. Yes. Good.
Is that the one with Starbuck?
Yes.
Wow.
Daniel, Kenny, what if I told you that we missed a very important thing in the first Halloween?
What if I called it out and told you guys that she's his sister? And then you were like, no, that's not a thing. And then what happened? What happened?
Listen, what if I told you that I want you to study this child who did this horrible thing, and I want you to figure everything you can out about him. But then I'm also not gonna tell you everything that we have on him.
Oh, okay, so, that's true too. But what if I told you we should do a synopsis before that?
Well, what if I told you that Michael Myers was never after Laurie Strode? He only wanted Annie.
What?
Annie was his sister.
No, Annie was he was in love with Annie the whole time. What if I told you?
Who wasn't? Everyone loved Annie.
What?
Daniel, think about it.
Then why is there a second movie?
Hold on. Well, so he kills Annie first, and she gets the tombstone treatment. She's the only one that's displayed. Linda and Barb.
Can I tell you what my tombstone treatment
hidden,
is?
and Laura just showed up. If she'd stayed home with the kids and slept on the couch,
Laura?
She would have been. Oh God.
Laura Palmer.
I'm gonna take another drink, coffee out of my.
So while he's drinking that, I'll tell you
mug.
about my tombstone treatment.
My tombstone. You preheat the oven.
Yeah. Lady comes over. Oven's already preheated. I'm ready to go. And then I'm like, check this out. Pull the tombstone pizza out. Put it in the oven. We feast.
Only too bad your tombstone
And then you know
pizza,
what I say? I say, I'll be your Huckleberry.
I'll be your tombstone pizza sagged through the grates in the oven because you got one of those hot freezers.
Yeah, I do.
Kind of like one of those cold hot tubs.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
So you're making
Can I
fun
do
of me,
that?
but it's
Can
gonna
I
be,
do
it's
a
gonna be clear
synopsis?
soon. I mean,
Can I get this synopsis out of the fucking way?
Daniel, give me that sweet synopsis.
No, I want to hear Ryan say it. That he wants me to do it.
I'm under orders from the governor. I think I have to. Although, how can the governor command me, a private person, to do anything?
He's got
Daniel,
to command somebody.
The governor has got a marshal, and he wants you to give a synopsis.
I'm gonna escape out the back.
Thank you.
Roll.
Roll credits.
Oh, you want me to roll a die, or do you want me to roll out of my chair? What do you want me to roll?
All the above.
There will be a time when I want you to roll a wisdom check. I'll let you know when it is.
Okay, thank you. Okay. This is a continuation of that night. You know when that guy was trying to kill his sister?
Annie?
Continuation of
Yes.
that. No, not Annie.
Nailed it.
Laura Palmer.
Loria.
Laurie Strode.
Are you sure about that?
Where'd she stride to?
Myers.
Are you sure about that?
He shot him 6 times, and then
Are you
the
sure about
body
that?
is gone. I don't know. And then so now Lori goes to the hospital, and then Mikey finds his way to the hospital, and along the way the police explode a kid, and then they explode Michael Myers in the hospital.
How crazy is it that 2 people wearing an identical mask?
That mask
were
was
after
not
Lori that
identical.
night? No. It was the same mask. It just, didn't have, the hair hadn't been combed. It was like straight up. It looked like if Bert, or is it Ernie? No, Bert. It was like a Bert mask. I think they're all wearing a Bert mask.
You know how they said, like, oh, our buddy was so drunk leaving this party, we haven't seen him. He must have been so drunk. How much alcohol do you have to consume to just spontaneously explode?
Oh, he was covered in it. And also, what was he doing there, like accosting those children before he like stumbles?
He was
away?
asking them for the way to go home.
Do you know where I
I'm
live?
so tired. I want to go
My
home.
name's Ben Tramer, and my parents live at this address.
Or even,
and do you know where it is?
You know where Laurie Strode lives, maybe?
Laurie! Strode!
Strode, not Palmer.
Not Myers.
Why not?
Doesn't have a good ring to it. Laurie Myers.
Not like Laurie Landstander. That's a name.
Laurie Landstrander. Stander. Stradler. Now, once
It's
again,
infectious. Dun, 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 dun.
Ryan and I have both consumed the novelization.
You ate the book?
In addition to the film. Oh, we ate it. We ate it up.
Are you guys like the Red Dragon?
Daniel, one could say we have fingered the cold steel in our trench coat pocket. This book.
Is that like Dr. Loomis playing with his gun in his pocket?
Yeah.
Daniel, if you were confused by my intro into this episode, let me
I don't even remember
tell
it.
you. Dr. Loomis cannot stand that sheriff at all. He thinks
that's what I figured.
The dumbest motherfucker he has ever met, and pages are spent on him lamenting how idiotic it is. He's paired up with this fool. Also, it's not his fault.
Well, go ahead, Daniel.
It's not.
Well, it kind of is, because he had a chance. Would you kill baby Michael? And Dr. Loomis pretty explicitly says, yeah, you know what?
Yeah, I should have.
I should have finished the job the first time I saw you. You were still impersonating a child then. I should have torn your heart out with my bare hands and stuffed it down your fucking throat. I should have carved out your eyes like one of your miserable pumpkins and fed them to your rotten face. Read you your future from your stinking entrails. Tonight, your only future is an eternity of non-being from which you'll never return again. It would have been easier, but you won't get past me now. I think he's in a good place mentally.
This was the doctor in charge of this child?
Yeah. So think about all the silence that Loomis has, in these movies. Now we got to peek into that internal monologue. He's talking a lot, just not out loud, because he would go to jail. People wouldn't want to sit next to him. I wouldn't want to sit next to him anyway. Because I bet he smells like old people. But
he looks like it takes up a lot of space.
That's same.
Kenny, in the book, not so much druids anymore.
We're done with them. We did that last time.
Why are we done with them now when the movie's gonna bring them in?
No.
We're done with them. We just bring in some Halloween lore. We don't have to get all the way to.
But
druids.
He says, druids celebrated blah 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 blah.
Easy.
Nope.
Easy, Daniel. Look, are you gonna believe this man? This man also looked at Michael Myers, and in his head he was thinking, in the name of my own kind and all that we have come to stand for, I send you back to the darkness from which you were spawned. You go to hell, Michael Myers, or whatever your name really is. See, he doesn't even think it's a person anymore, or has a name.
Well, it's because he shot him 6 times.
6 times.
He's wearing his trench coat of +1 ammo, though, Daniel. So in this movie,
7 times?
7 gunshots.
How does that work?
+1 ammo,
+1.
which he then loses. It becomes a -1 when we get to the hospital. You got to pay the piper somewhere.
Gotta pay the piper. It's unfortunate that they didn't give Jamie Lee Curtis knee pads for this film.
Or anything to do.
She spent the majority of the film crawling around on the ground.
The credits scene, it says Donald Pleasance. So Donald Pleasance and Jamie Lee Curtis, they have the same billing, but it says Donald Pleasance in Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh no.
That's what it said.
Can't take that back.
Well,
take that back.
You got to get him back to the movie somehow, Dan.
So much. The book isn't going to take up too much extra shit in this one because, like Ryan said, it's not really.
Oh,
that
disagree.
drastically.
There was so much gold in this thing, Kenny. Are you kidding me?
No, yeah, but it's not like drastically different.
Correct.
Did you guys like when the pumpkin split open in the credits and then there was like a skull?
I did like that.
Freaky deaky.
And as I'm watching it this time with the podcast eye, I'm watching we have the glowing jack-o'-lantern like we did in the first one, and I'm like, is this? It's not, but is this a subtle foreshadowing of what's going to happen to Michael Myers? That his head is going to get turned into a jack-o'-lantern with light coming out of it.
Is it?
I'm going to say yes, because that makes the filmmakers seem like they're smarter.
Wait, when did that happen?
When all the fire was coming out of his eye sockets at the very end?
So the end credits.
Fire in his eye socket?
No, the not the end credits, the credits. No. The beginning words.
What is
In the beninging.
In the beninging, man invented language. And then along comes a monster, something masquerading as a human, perhaps. And this monster butchered the language, moving letters where they weren't before, adding syllables. They don't go there.
But in the emphasis on the wrong parts of the words.
What do you have to say for yourself, you dumb bitch?
I'm trying to think of words. You gotta give me a second here. Words.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, okay. Push in. You got the jack-o'-lantern skull thing. You got the light coming through those eyes. At the end, right before the end credits, is you get the shot of Michael Myers' mask with the fire coming right out of the eyes because it's burning.
Spoilers. What if they were going to turn off the episode before that part because they hadn't got that far?
Yeah, we didn't give the spoiler warning yet.
I don't give spoilers. Warners.
Yeah.
Warner's original. You put them in your mouth.
One, huh?
You put them in your mouth.
It's not so easy doing it in the mornings, is it?
Oh God.
Mornings is hard, huh? So this movie, we start off with
I gotta be in bed in 15 minutes, so we gotta go.
We start with a long recap, which is a bold choice for a movie.
There's new stuff.
Then the recap?
I don't know. I said that. Like the shot of Michael falling, you see it from a different angle. You see the guys.
Oh, yeah.
You see the guys step up onto something that they painted black so it would blend in. So then he could just gently fall over the railing instead of tripping over it.
Yeah, we get to some new
see the
stuff
pad
from
on the ground that
immediately
he hits.
after.
Yeah.
But we also spend, I think, too much time just rehashing what happened at the end of the.
I don't think so. I forgot.
So
how'd you forget?
1978. This one's 81. So 79. 3 years later. A little.
I mean, you're gonna rewatch the first one.
Well, no, it's
the
same night.
One?
It's not on video. You can't watch it again.
What do you mean?
I have a question. It's more of a question for the next one, I guess. But how would you see a trailer for this? Would it just be in the movie theater before a different movie?
Maybe they play it on TV. The night he came home and dinner wasn't ready.
No one knows.
He was sad.
I don't have an answer for you. I don't know.
What do you mean? They watch it the same way everyone watches trailers now.
On YouTube?
On YouTube. I mean, idiot. It was funny though. Okay, so we play through the end of the first movie. Loomie's yelling at the cop like, I shot him 6 times. But then we got a Mikey vision, and he's like at the end of the alley, and he's just fucking over there laughing his ass off at Loomis losing it over shooting him 6 times. He's just like,
yeah, but he's hurting. He hit me 6 times.
That did hurt. That did hurt. But that is worth it.
But does he know he needed that one more? One more would have done it.
One more. Yep, that's the limit. I'm going to regenerate. I'm going to go walk over here. I'm going to go outside this house. Apparently, all the towels were dirty because they got like 30 towels hanging up on the line.
They couldn't afford any more bed sheets.
Yeah, he's got to use all the towels. You know what? I do want mayo and mustard on my ham sandwich. Thank you very much.
But he never responded because he was asleep.
Oh, you asleep again? You do that every fucking night, Harold. You sleep every goddamn night, and it's pissing me off. I try to make you a ham sandwich while you're unconscious at midnight. You don't respond to me.
Miss Elrod has a lot she has to put up with. I agree.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. It sounded like neighbor girl is justifying why she gets beat or why she thinks she's getting beat. So, okay, she's in there yelling at her husband, who's unconscious, carving up some ham sandwich. Mikey walks in there, does a little quick knife grab, drops some jelly.
He's a stealer.
He's a little klepto Mikey. He leaves a little blood on the ham, which is rude. And then he just slinks back out. He's like, my work here is done.
All the shots of Michael just like loitering in the background.
It's the best. I mean, that gets us eventually to like the best scene in the franchise, maybe in a future movie when he just sharks through the neighborhood.
Oh, okay. I was wondering where you were going with that. I'm like, you like it when Michael is just kind of like
there.
reading a magazine.
I like it when he's just
in the waiting chair
through
at the
the environment.
So two characters, they're talking, they're discussing stuff, but there's a man on a bench with a newspaper up, and then they walk away, and the newspaper goes down to reveal Mike Myers
with a ham sandwich.
With a ham sandwich.
A ham sandwich. So he's in there, he's getting into all his shenanigans, okay? He gets a little blood on there. That's really going to piss him off. So they are going to get into a big fight. Someone is going to die in that house, and he didn't have to raise a finger other than to steal the knife.
Is it evil?
And then
Will evil die?
Oh, yeah, evil will die that night. Harold's wife.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of knife that was?
No.
It was a Ginsu knife. Very important, Daniel.
I don't think it was.
Oh, no, the book told me.
Deviating already. That ain't even it, man. That was just
I know, we've already split universes. What kind of knife did you think it was?
Just a knife.
Ooh.
Generic kitchen knife.
Yeah,
you think Mikey would just use any
white
knife?
quality knife, not a blue, not a green.
I'm going to put this out here. I enjoy the sequel. I think it's fun.
It's a good time.
It's got a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, name 4.
Let's start. Let's do the question with this timeline. So, how much time has passed from Michael Myers getting shot and getting back up?
Well, Loomie has to get down the stairs, which who knows how long that could take.
He was yelling at the cops who showed up. So, like, him walking over there, like, he's just a block away. This is 15 minutes tops.
Because the TV that Mrs. Elrod has, or that Harold is watching, is starting to do the report. How does the media know what's going on? How do they know which house the kids are at?
They watch the movie.
They watch the movies. And here's the thing. They only know about Lori because Lori was not at the house with Linda and Bob and Annie. Those bodies are in the other house. So the media shouldn't know about that house because no one's told them about it yet. So who in the police department arrived, talked to Lori, and then immediately got on the phone to spill everything to the media?
It's the little nosy busybody that sits back at the police station lady who takes all the radio calls in. She's immediately feeding that right in. Also, maybe they got a police scanner and they heard that.
But who told them that?
Would the cop called it in back to the dispatcher?
What cop? Loomis doesn't know about the 3 bodies in the other house. Lori hasn't told him. At least we haven't seen that. They don't know about the bodies in the other 3 houses.
Little Tommy, he knows.
Oh, he knows? How does he know?
Oh, because if Lori got back in there,
where is he? They just took off down the street. They're still running. We
don't care about kids in this town, okay? Sometimes we just explode teenagers and then go about our business.
That was an accident. Could have happened to anybody.
Is to kill.
He came out of nowhere.
Laurie Strode. And I just saw that the guy who shot me 6-7 times, who's counting at this point, got in a car and drove away. And I'm like a block from the house where I'm pretty sure I left her. Why don't I just grab that knife and go back? Why do I get distracted so easily by new people?
Well, because there was this neighbor girl was being very nosy.
He didn't like what she was saying on the phone.
Yeah, he didn't like her implying that Harold was going to beat his wife.
Harold is a great man.
He hasn't beat his wife yet, and that's already put him right up there for sainthood, because
they've been together a while, so he's had opportunity.
He has. And he's had
and motive. She sucks.
Yeah, the means, big meaty hands.
Keeps waking him up for sandwich. Which actually, you know what? Wake me up for a sandwich.
Hey, she was also Coke plays a very important movie. Coke plays a very important role in this movie because I'm pretty sure they gave them money because there's a lot of Coke. Do you want a Coke? What a Coke. Also a lot of Coke in the frame.
Go for Coke?
Yeah, but they whisper it. The
that makes it more
sexy.
sexy.
Do you want some Coke?
Do you want a Coke? Lori,
do you want a Coke?
Lori, do you want a poke?
I'm being real intimate
Coke?
with you for some reason. Do we know each other? It's
know,
unclear.
I know you go to school with my little brother, and I've been graduated for years. But how you doing?
How you doing?
I know you're in the hospital, but like you know what I mean when I'm saying like how you doing? I'll be back.
Coke.
Ha ha! Oh man, Mikey. This goes in there to this other girl, this neighbor girl who was snooping on Harold's family.
He does a jump up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so she comes in, gets back on the phone with her friend Sally, and then Sally immediately starts talking about the murders that have happened.
Which is literally a block away.
Which is just a block. Kenny Daniel.
Yes. Yeah.
Danny Kenny.
Our fusion we did the fusion dance.
Yeah.
And that is us.
Hypothetically, you just learned that 3 people were murdered down the street and the murderer got away. And then you hear a noise and see that the previously closed door is now open. I'd like you to each make a wisdom roll for me, please.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut you off there, Ryan, because as soon as I already had in my head that people were like teenagers were murdered like just down the street from me, those doors were already locked, and my ass ain't going outside.
I don't lock doors.
Okay, so Daniel, you're gonna need to roll.
Now, it doesn't matter what he rolls, really, because you're gonna know that the door is now open and you had closed before, so you're gonna get out of that house and you're gonna go over to the house where someone was screaming and hope she's not dead, but at least she was alive 30 seconds ago. But you're not gonna stay in that house. Also,
it's my house.
She's on the phone with Sally. And how does Sally says the guy got away. Now, how does she know it's a guy? Because they don't know who it is.
Oh, you're right.
There's no female killers back then.
It could be a lady.
A lady.
It could be a lady killer.
It wasn't, there was no equality between the sexes back then, so.
They couldn't even vote.
Glory days.
What if I told you that Michael Myers is actually like a prequel to Metal Gear?
I'm listening.
Because there's only one way he could have snuck up on that lady, Daniel. What do you think it was?
A box?
A box? Oh, 2 ways. Oh, you improved it. He was either in a box or he was Liquid Michael.
Liquid Michael. She's just very distracted with her gossiping. You know, she's like gossiping about the neighbors, and then
well, you're not
can't wait.
Expecting someone to do a freaky jump up out of a corner.
I'm always expecting. I'm always expecting it.
Like he literally jumps up. Who does that?
She is so up in her like gossip. You know how you get like lifting rage? She's in like gossip rage. Okay, like she's so ready. She's so hyped to find out who got killed, so she can talk about how either they were horrible and they deserved it at school, or even though it's someone she's always tormented, she's like, "We were so close. Oh my god." I just talked to her last week, and we were gonna go to college together. This hurts me so much. So she was so in her moment, talking to Sally Jessup, and you know,
one of the turtles, Raphael.
Yeah, and that's how you get so caught into your little thing, and you don't know that there's a Mikey behind you.
Daniel, I want you to remember that Kenny said all these things when we review the comic, The First Death of Laurie Strode.
She died more than one?
Write that down.
Also, you're going to want to remember Sally, the person we never see who Alice is talking on the phone with.
What?
You remember this much because she's pretty important, Daniel, it turns out.
Turns out she is the Oracle character of the Halloween cinematic universe. She is sitting in a room surrounded by computer monitors, which in 1982, I'm not sure how that's possible, but she's in there and she's hackety.
That's Batman technology.
She's hacked into the mainframe and she is seeing everything that's going on.
Are you high right now?
True?
Is that why your eyes are kind of squinted when you went through that thing? Or
I was in character.
Oh, okay.
It was in character, goddammit. I'd go for a ham sandwich. I don't know. Look, I'm just saying, her trying to say that it's justified that Harold might be beating his wife, that I'm okay with her dying. His wife's always picking on him, probably got angry and started beating her.
Well, she didn't say good for him. She didn't say, way to go,
Harold. Yeah, no.
I mean, that's their problem, right?
It's all right. Mikey goes in there, he gets his little stab to get his mojo going again.
He collects the red health orbs that pop up out of her, and then he's healed up.
Yeah. And now we got to go back over here. We got to learn about, our ambulance dudes. We got to learn that he's got a little brother named Ziggy that she probably goes to school with. And Ziggy is a dope-ass name.
Yeah.
David Bowie thought so.
Yeah, right? What are our paramedics' names? We got
Jimmy and Bud.
What is it? Jimmy and Bud. How do you spell that Bud, though? Do you think that's 2 Ds?
That's 1 D.
No, that's 2 D's got double D.
Double D on that Bud?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Bud, you stud.
Bud, you stud. What? Bud's driving, right? Wait.
Bud is driving.
They both.
Yeah, neither one's driving. It's
neither one's driving.
Ambulance.
They're both in
Lori's
there.
driving.
They're both like, I know Lori. My brother went to school with Lori.
Yeah, his name's Ziggy. It's fine. So at this point in the book, Lori's already saying, like, don't put me to sleep. So she's going on about don't put me out for, like, ever in the book.
Never sleep again.
Never sleep again.
Why does she not want to sleep?
Because she'll meet a demon in her dreams.
A Nightmare on Elm Street?
No, it wasn't Elm Street. It was like Chestnut
Berg
or something.
Oh, completely different.
Yeah, totally.
He's got
totally
spoons on his hand.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to feed you in the morning because he's a serial killer, Daniel.
Ha! You get it? He doesn't get it, guys. So, okay, we get a kid walking. Okay, so Lori's getting carted into the hospital with her new, like, lovers.
New boyfriend.
A new boyfriend. She's got, like, a shirt rip with a little bit of shoulder damage and maybe some, like, definitely some, like, mental trauma. But, like, other than that,
she comes out
not so
okay,
bad, right?
Right, Kenny? Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to everyone else
getting rolled
who's
in there.
Dead, she's all right.
Yeah. So she's rolling in there. We got this fucking kid with a razor blade stuck in his goddamn mouth. The nurse says, oh, you're going to have to wait. To the kid with the razor blade stuck in his goddamn mouth, and we got to take this lady who has a splinter in her shoulder into the fucking thing. Like, this is...
Kenny, they didn't fill out the form yet, Kenny.
You got to have an appointment.
In the emergency room, Kenny, is for appointments only.
Yeah.
We have this local celebrity,
Also,
Laurie Strode. The doctors and nurses already know who she is by sight. One of the ambulance drivers knows who she is on sight. She's famous in this town.
The nurse knows that the mom is the one who put the razor blade in the kid's candy. You fucking did this. You deal with it.
Yeah, that's the only recorded thing of candy tampering, right? Was like a guy did it to his own kids with the poisoning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like in this movie, we're saying this actually happened to this kid. What the fuck is going on in this town?
Yes.
When do we go meet the fucking Razorblade family?
We will meet them in Halloween 20 years or 30 years of terror.
The fuck is that?
That's another comic.
Good.
Why are you reading fucking comic books?
Because we're going to review them.
I'm this guy.
Get ready for it. But they got that. Look, not a lot of words in them, so you'll be fine.
There's so much lore.
A lot of pictures.
I can't see. Good.
With these eyes. Damn.
Kenny, okay, yeah, that's a problem. But the most unbelievable thing about this scene when she gets there, I think, is that the doctor is the one drawing the blood.
Right?
And he's drunk.
That's fine. He's drawing the blood. Not a chance. How dare he take the nurse's job away from her?
They took so much blood out of her.
They need it all. It's like, yep, it's definitely a stab wound.
What was the point of that?
We should put this back.
I think they do put it back.
They got to test, they don't know how she got cut up. Maybe she has some new like blood disease.
What if we tried asking her?
Because all she says is she doesn't want to go to sleep. And I'm like, I didn't ask you that.
All I want to do is go to sleep. if I'm being totally honest.
Word.
But all she needs is some
really
stitches
today.
and like an ankle wrapping, and she's good. Maybe
where
a
are the
tetanus
stitches
shot.
going? In her shirt?
So,
Well,
no, they're going to do that later. Cut scene, they take her clothes off, and they tell Bud and Jimmy to get lost.
Get lost, Bud and Jimmy.
Because they're just like, yeah.
Are they fucking loitering every time that like a lady, that's how I'm going to say lady from now on, is a lady.
It's infectious.
I guarantee Bud is.
Oh, Bud's.
Guarantee Bud is. And Bud has stand. He'll tell you later, like, mess with the nurses. It never goes anywhere with the patients. That's a bad idea.
Believe me, I've tried. They keep coming in here. They keep leaving.
They always leave me. Also, that razor blade sticking out of the kid's mouth. Managed to get all the candy off of it.
It dissolved. Yeah.
No, he slurped that shit up with his tongue. He
was doing it with his tongue. That's
his tongue is fucking shredded, but like, god damn it!
Talk about threading the needle. Yeah, well,
it was a Milky Way, and I wasn't wasting that caramel deliciousness because you're not gonna get that into a Snickers. You're not gonna get that razor blade through a nougat.
I'm finishing the Milky Way.
But there's not even like a hint of chocolate on it.
No, man.
So it's kind of like he just ate a razor blade.
He's not.
Is that what you did, Timmy?
Okay.
Yeah. Go home, Timmy. Go home.
Would you like a shot for the pain? Well, you gotta wait for the doctor. Sorry. Also, the doctor is seeing a patient, Jack.
And he's drunk.
Daniels. Yeah.
She hurt her shoulder.
It's Laurie Strode.
Only one.
You know Laurie Strode. Everyone knows Laurie Strode.
I was just at a party with her parents. It's a key party.
The kids,
and now no one can find them.
The one the Strode family adopted when the Myers family died. You remember that one. That's that kid. Daniel, by the end of this movie, you're going to be on my side on this. That everyone in this town should know who Laurie Strode is and who her original family was. There is no way they didn't.
It makes sense because it's the way they act. It's a small town.
Yeah,
I really like the
you can walk anywhere within 5 minutes.
Where her mom's just like, "I'm not your real mom. Go make yourself a sandwich, you piece of shit."
They do more of that.
I don't have to feed you. You're not my responsibility.
Like they beat her if she even thinks to say the word Michael.
They're beating the
devil
trauma out of her. Yeah.
How does that make sense? We want to keep this file sealed and not have anyone question any of this and not have anyone worry, but I'm gonna whole life tell you you're adopted. I'm not your mom. Then why'd you fucking adopt her?
Look, she was angry. I don't know about what.
We all tell our kids that they're adopted when we're angry.
Well, these kids, they have needs. They want food.
Look, I could have used a lot more. Could I have used a lot more of the Loomis and Sheriff Brackett just driving around being like the weird buddy cop movie thing?
Only if I get to hear Loomis's internal monologue of him just hating him.
Well, I mean, yeah.
When I'm listening to that in the book there, I can't decide who Loomis would rather die more, the sheriff or Michael.
Loomis in the book has a lot of issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. He thinks he's like, I don't know, put on this earth to smite evil, Daniel. And if you can't get with it, you're a fucking idiot. Don't you understand what's happening, Daniel?
Someone tells me that he's been spending a little too much time with the patients.
Put on earth to smite evil and yet has never done it.
Can't do it.
I shot him 6 times.
Maybe 7.
I don't know.
Well, maybe if you had shot him 6 times when he was a child, it would have done better.
No, we were gonna rip his heart out and made him eat it.
He did help get rid of Ben Tramer.
Okay, he's.
Well, no.
He helped.
I think drinking on the job is a real problem in this police.
He's plowing the road to make it an easier path for Jimmy later.
I couldn't stop. He came out of nowhere, guys.
If there's a guy in a trench coat running at you, waving a gun at you, or a sword, it could be a Highlander situation, you're going to stumble off into the road, and you're going to get hit by a car. That's
Where was
this
police officer going so fast?
Shit.
He's going to hit himself.
He was trying to kill himself?
So the Dick Warlock plays the Shape. Dick Warlock is also the cop who gets out of the car after it crashes.
But that was Ben Tramer.
Yeah, but that's Ben Tramer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Was that Dick in that costume?
Yes, when it got for the stunt.
That's too many dicks.
So wait, he drove a car into himself. There's your teleportation.
Got him. Why is there only one doctor at that hospital, by the way?
Because it's a party. Everyone's party.
It's a small hospital. It's not that large. Because it's a small town.
They shouldn't even have a hospital.
Well, no, they need one because their whole town is like evil. We got the kids who will kill their sister. We got the kids, 21, 23.
Sisters.
Who knows?
Sisters. Let's not forget about Sweet Annie.
Sweet Annie.
You got
Don't ever have to worry about
Nancy. Sweet Nancy.
And Candy.
Don't ever have to worry about any sisters, though, because so far this has been the whitest town I've ever seen.
Yeah. What's that mean, Ryan?
No comment. No comment.
I got comment like Sally, that her voice was played by Nancy Loomis.
She's back?
Only in a voice. Well, I mean, she is back. You see her body.
She's credited.
Credited.
I like it better in the Rob Zombie one that she lived.
Fair. I like the first Rob Zombie one. But we're not talking about that
only.
Now. Save it, Daniel.
Whatever.
Well, yes,
he'll forget.
That's the answer.
You're right, though.
I'm not allowed to talk about the future. Whatever.
We might not get there.
The whole reason we're doing this is just so I can talk about the Rob Zombie ones. And now you're telling me I can't even talk about the Rob Zombie ones.
I'm saying we have to work our way up to it.
I don't want to.
I mean, you already told us about all the comic books, but
oh no, there's more.
Wait, there's more.
There's more.
You're right, though. Let's focus on the doctor going spotlighting deer with the sheriff for a while.
Where's one?
You missed him, dog. I didn't miss him. He's got his gun out in the car, like, it makes me feel comfortable. Like, all right, well, let's get out here. I'm gonna go shoot some other kids. There's someone in a mask. It's fucking Halloween, Loomis.
But he's walking funny, Kenny.
He was walking hella funny.
Well, it's because he's drunk.
Because, like, okay, so there's a guy who happened to pair that mask with a jumpsuit. Great combination, by the way. It's that fall look.
I see a lot of people dressed like that nowadays for Halloween.
It's coming back.
Good call. So he's standing over there. He's just like standing next to some shorter kids. And he's like, hey, hello, fellow kids. And
could you take me home?
Can you take me home? And then Loomis comes out, fucking gun flashing out, trying to shoot, and the sheriff's trying to stop him. And the guy's like, I don't know if he's talking to me or not, but like I'm just gonna like penguin waddle out of here. And he goes like, scooter, right out into the fucking road. And you think Loomis is gonna shoot, but he doesn't need to. He gets pancaked by the cop car into some other parked car, and then it's the quickest fucking explosion you'll see from a car accident. He's just boom on fire, and then roll credits.
Well,
they killed
him.
He was just an alcohol balloon at that point, so you just add a little bit of heat, it just goes up.
Oh, thank God the cop got out of the car before the explosion. We couldn't have the guy who killed this kid also die.
Missed there's like couple frames of the cop diving out of the car as it's going.
I didn't see him.
He came out of nowhere.
He came out. Okay, guys, once again, it's hella fucking ween. The night of the year, the biggest night of the year where kids are gonna come out of fucking nowhere.
I'm gonna point out something. This kid was jaywalking, and that's a crime.
This was Daniel, this cop was going at least 50 miles an hour in a residential neighborhood.
I didn't see no speed limit sign.
He also didn't
even have his lights on?
He has his lights on. Well, I mean the headlights.
He got lights and sirens. He do whatever he wants.
No, and why is he going so fast? As far as they know, they don't know about the bodies yet. Or maybe they
Dairy Queen is only open for 10 more minutes. He's gotta go.
Get that Frosty. No, they don't know about the bodies yet because the sheriff's still running around with Loomie. But they find out about the bodies. So,
Came out of nowhere.
Came out of nowhere.
Kids sitting here on fire. Most likely a fucking kid on fire, like dead, dying, roasting. Time of his life. And they're standing around like, oh God, that's probably not great. Is it him? I don't know. I can't get close enough. Hey, I was coming to tell you, they found 3 more bodies. Duder, your daughter is dead. Now,
this is, you should have done like a Charlie. The one that died is your wife.
Well, okay, so I don't know how closely you watched this scene, but as soon as the guy tells the sheriff that it was his daughter that's dead, Loomis sprints for the fucking car because he's like, no, they're gonna leave without me.
Yes, that's right. They don't invite him into the car. He invites himself, and he doesn't even get the door shut before that car takes off.
Yeah, but it's like he knew. He's like, nope, they're gonna leave my ass. And then who's staying with this fucking?
No one.
And he's gonna leave. He's just gonna bolt, man. He's gotta go.
Everyone involved in this accident is gone. Now you've just got the 3 kids, the 3 little trick or treaters who's like, What the fuck do we do?
What are we supposed to do with
the
this?
The fire's still going.
I can smell his burning flesh.
We were in the middle of a candy trade, and he was still holding my bag.
That's my candy.
That's my candy.
I can't go get it. What if another cop is out there?
I'm never crossing the street.
They're like
I live
sharks
over on the other side. How am I gonna get
You
home?
don't live on the other side anymore, Timmy.
No. Yeah, I don't. Who goes and picks up the corpse? They're gonna ask that cop, like, "Hey, what happened?" Like, I wasn't working.
I've been down at the station doing paperwork all night.
I was at the party with Lori's parents.
Yeah, you were, bud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, in the book, Daniel, the media starts giving a report that says police reported that Michael Myers, formerly of Haddonfield, who fled the Smiths Grove, Warren County Sanitarium last night, was believed to have burned to death. Who is telling the media, Daniel? The kids?
What they say? Finger on the pulse.
They just
kids.
They just show up and like, kids. That's Michael Myers that we all know who it is, right? They're like, yeah,
we all know. That's who that is.
If you get my bag of candy back, and I say yes, will you? Yeah,
for Willie Will.
You're like, yeah, here, have this razor.
You know how like the Sherlock Holmes utilizes the street urchins to get his information. Holmes? Yeah, and they even made a show about it that apparently was good but got canceled. I didn't watch it. Whatever. But that's what this town's news does. They like the kids, man. They're gonna give us the story. You know, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, Harold's about to beat his wife. this in Harold's about to, and Harold's sitting on the chair like, oh shit, I am.
Yeah, Harold's asleep.
Yeah, but he's definitely when he wakes up,
he might.
There's gonna be hell to pay and ham to be eaten.
We cut back to the hospital, and I realized that Jimmy has a job with his name on it.
Has killed 1/3 the same amount of kids as Michael Myers. I think 1/3. Is that right?
1/4.
1/4
of kids, if you count his sister first, Judith. Gotta remember Judith
and Nancy. Don't forget Nancy.
Nancy, Nancy. Who could forget Nancy?
The movie did, but we won't.
Never
in the
forget.
arms of an angel.
Hi, I'm Jimmy. I'm here to creep on you with my classic good curly hairstyle. And I'm tall, and my name's on my shirt.
I got
to help Kenny out.
Whispery voice.
Every time
That's right. His name is on his shirt. It's very good. And like, good.
Helps
You're
Kenny
Jimmy.
out.
That's how I remember who you are.
Why is he whispering?
Yep.
Because he wants to get in there. Like, you want a Coke?
The sheriff.
Yes,
the sheriff
go get me a Coke. And you know what fucking Jimmy never does?
Get me a Coke.
He never gets a Coke.
He had to sneak back in there. He didn't have time. He had to find the right moment to sneak because he's like, oh, and the nurse is like, no, you won't. She's like, she didn't even need to see. She knew. This isn't the first time. Jimmy falls in love with every person he saves, you know?
He didn't save her.
He has 7 cats at home because he's gotten them all out of the trees.
Oh, that's really
in
sweet,
his mind,
though.
he saved her, Daniel.
He saved her. The little girl's like, can I have my cat back? And Jimmy's like, you don't deserve this cat. You let it get stuck in a tree.
This cat wouldn't have fled up a tree.
But also, cats are not stuck in trees. They can climb down, assholes. If a dog was in a tree, it would need help.
Thank you for this TED Talk.
I'm just saying, make it make sense. Okay.
Make it rain,
Sheriff
cats and
Brackett,
dogs. Equality.
Sheriff Brackett, he's they rush to the house with the bodies, and he whips open the blanket, the cover of the sheet, and he's like, "Yep, that sure is my daughter." And then he looks at the guys around him. He's like, "Now, Michael didn't pinch her nips, did he? Because I heard he does that."
What?
Did he do that in the book to the body?
In the book.
In the first book.
I didn't even read the book, and I knew that, Ryan.
No, he only does that to his sister
when she's alive. Oh, so Lori better watch out.
Or he maybe thought, Annie, you know what? How do we check for that? Is there a test we can run?
He's like, why is she covered in butter?
Yeah?
This is your fault, Loomis. I haven't done anything. I didn't let him out.
She got so much butter on her, she keeps slipping off the gurney.
You're turning this into a South Korean horror film, Daniel.
Yeah.
Nobody falls like the Koreans.
Yeah, but no one runs over kids like the Americans.
This is true. This is true. Okay, look.
Did you see Dana Carvey?
Was he running around?
No, he was very stationary. But so, the scene where that blonde producer, Deborah in the book, I'm pretty sure who that is. Daniel, did you know there was a whole thing in the book about a woman named Deborah, and she's a producer for this news station, and she gets into her own little hijink? No? She's the one who in the movie says, "Go get a statement. You need a signed consent form from like the parents. If you can't find one,
if you can't find them, do it anyway. Fuck them.
Do it anyway.
So that's Deborah. That's Deb.
Little Deb.
She's the one talking to Dana Carvey at the beginning, and he's wearing a hat. G.I. Joe.
That's why I didn't recognize him.
Why is he in this?
Why not? Because he's like, what,
Okay,
12?
I would.
13?
Is he even credited?
Yeah. He's just doing it for a paycheck. I think this was before SNL, okay?
I was going to say, why didn't you get Mike Myers?
It was just billed as assistant.
Also, when Loomis is talking to Officer Hunt, I believe, after Brackett's gone, if you watch, Hunt will tell the police officers, back everyone away. And the officers do. And then when Donald Pleasance starts giving his little monologue, everyone in the crowd,
oh yeah, they fucking circle around him.
They circle him and they just watch and listen. Everyone shuts up. It's like, oh my God, how good is Donald Pleasance?
He's monologuing.
They forget to act and they're just like,
are
you hearing this shit? He sounds like he believes it. What is this? Is this what acting is?
Well, maybe. Okay, look. If that wasn't Michael, then lots of other kids will be dead.
Oh, I thought you were saying,
I gotta tell you,
your officer's in deep shit.
No, we're not even worried about that.
Like, why? Okay, if that's not Michael, lots of other kids are gonna be dead. If that's not Michael, then I think the kids already have something else to worry about, and it's the cops. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Like, Michael at least gives them a chance. They can run and shit. They can kind of fight back. What are kids gonna do against cars coming out of frame? They can't do anything. They can't see them until they're in the shots.
It's like that line in Jaws where like Quinn's like, "You gonna go on the street? You gonna go in the street with that kid? Kid on the street, cop car on the street. Farewell and adieu.
Farewell and adieu."
3 kids cross street. Only 2 make it across.
Well, we're gonna need to get a dentist to figure out if that's
You'll
Michael,
be a
okay?
dentist.
Well, dentists. It's fucking Halloween. Once again, dentists are busy.
Getting razor bladed.
They're probably putting the razor blades in the candy, right?
For more business.
Yeah. Well, all right, it's fine. We're not gonna worry about that cop that should probably be in jail for killing Ben Tramer. We're not gonna worry about that right now. We're gonna go.
I heard Michael Myers killed Ben Tramer.
That's what I heard. I heard he can drive. That's how he got here, but not very well. You wouldn't expect him to drive well, and so that's what happens. That's what happens. Let's go meet a nurse who is everyone's at the same party, right? There's one party in this town. It's one party town.
More importantly, there's a kid with a boombox
and a cowboy hat.
Named Kenny.
And on that boombox, he's listening to the news. And the news says that Laurie Strode's been taken to the hospital. But this kid's path with this boombox, he goes in one way, and then he doubles back just so that he can cross paths with Michael. Like, where are you going, kid? What are you doing?
So that's like the 80s version of like the town crier who's like yelling about the front page.
Oh,
of the
he's
newspaper.
just carrying the news around with him. He wants to hit
carrying
all
the
the
news.
people. That's smart, actually.
Yeah, right? And I'm just like, boombox cowboy, as what I call them, dodged a real bullet there because, he didn't get grabbed by the Michael Myers and he didn't get hit by a surprise cop car.
That we saw.
Now, we got the nurse over there leaving the party with her buddy, and she's like, "Oh, I'm going to be late for work." And her buddy's like, "Wait, you said you would take me home." Nah, man, that's her bud. Like, you said you would take me to my home. Like, bitch, I'm late.
It's 5 minutes. You're going to make me 15 minutes late.
Oh my God. Like, okay, you knew you had to drive your friend home, and then you knew you had to go to work.
So it's not very responsible.
She's not. So, you know what? She dies, she gets what's coming to her.
I don't know about that.
Hey, I'm late all the time. This is me saying this.
Right.
Although I'm not making other people, putting them out. Like,
no,
hey,
but
I'm late. Fuck it.
Does my mail get delivered like 10 minutes later now?
Not really, no. I just go a little faster.
Faster? Maybe you run over a kid on the way?
I mean, if it's good enough for the cops, it's good enough for me.
Yeah, all right.
So, shouldn't they be in school or something? I mean, you know what I love, though?
No.
Do you?
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay. I love me a big boy security guard.
Oh, absolutely. If you're going to be a security guard,
You either be a big boy security guard,
Big boy,
or you be LL Cool J.
I was gonna say LL Cool J's not a big boy security guard, and he was good. He was good at his job.
Oh, and is good at writing books.
Yeah, so maybe I was gonna say you don't pay attention to anything that anything your job requires.
Whoa. Big boy is on top of this shit, okay?
If the nurse hadn't gone to him and been like, "Hey, the phones are down," he would have never known and wouldn't have done jack shit.
Okay, first off, that's not even his job.
It might be.
He's the security guy. He's not the maintenance
Yeah, but
guy.
if somebody fucked up and like sabotaged it on his watch,
sabotage.
Why did they have the radios? There's only one guard. Who's he supposed to be radioing?
He likes to play games where he'll hide the other radio in like an empty room. And
they do like fart noises.
And so what he'll do is he'll throw his voice, he'll talk into it, and they'll be like, "Oh, Mr. Garrett." He'll be like, "Help me, I'm stuck under the bed. I've fallen, I can't." And they'll run in there, and they'll be like, "I don't see you. And you're a large man. Where are you?" He's like, "I'm right there." And then he'll come back from behind, like another room, and then he'll spook him.
Stab him. He'll do a jump stab.
Got him again. And like, so he learned all his pranking from Bud.
Pretty much.
Yeah. That's not his job. He's not responsible for fixing that.
Oh, I forget. Did we talk about how when Karen is talking to Dorothy, she's like, "How about you just get Eddie to take you there so I don't have to?" And Dorothy's all like, "No, he's in Russellville. That's where Johnny Bones was from, Daniel."
Daniel, do you remember Johnny Bones from Russellville?
Remember Johnny Bones?
Yeah, made up story, not a real person. Love it.
Damn.
I mean, it is what it is, guys.
Okay, look, Karen though, she finally gets to work.
We didn't land. We didn't land on the moon. And 2, Johnny Bones not real.
Timmy Bones ain't real. Karen, all right, look, she gets in there and she's talking to Bud. She's all fast and flirty with Bud, but then she's like heavy flirting with Jimmy, and I'm like,
she just says hi.
Yeah, but she's like,
that's what Kenny considers heavy flirting.
She just said hi.
No.
The standards have lowered.
She's coming at him with like such like just passion. And I'm like, Karen, you don't stand a chance with Jimmy. Go stick with your man. Jimmy has already bonded with Lori, and Bud's over there. He's like, "Amazing Grace, come sit on my face." And I'm like, but he's a poet, okay?
Jimmy didn't like that. He's like, "Shut up, man."
Could have been Ziggy. Ziggy could have died. Ziggy could have sat on my face.
that
Mikey.
The nurse in that scene with him, who looks like, I think she's gonna pour that cup of Coke on his head, but she decides not to.
I thought she was.
I thought she
Coke
was.
Can't be wasted.
Also, we're only seeing her left side.
Okay.
Does she not have a right eye?
She bashed it on the table because she filmed her death scene earlier, and when she fell, she hit her eye on a table, and so they had to put stitches and a lot of makeup on that right side.
Are we sure Harold didn't get to her too?
Harold.
Harold, like, the climax of this whole franchise is like Michael standing on one side with a fucking knife and Harold standing on the other side with a ham sandwich and his fist ready. It's a Freddy versus Jason. The fire's all behind. Yeah.
You stole my knife.
Harold, like,
you stole my knife, Michael.
And he's like, but you don't see that Harold is slowly shifting his hand over the fire with the sandwich, like lightly toasting. You smell that, Michael? It's mayo and mustard.
Sausage, onions, peppers, mushrooms. Which one of these things does Bud not want on his pizza?
Mushrooms. He thinks they're gross.
Disagree.
Why do I fucking care what you want on your pizza, Bud? We're not even ordering pizza. No one's talking about pizza.
He's got the hunger.
He's the only character who does not care about anything that's happening in this town. He doesn't care that he doesn't care. He doesn't know them.
You know who else doesn't care?
Me!
Enough? Karen. You're 15 minutes late, Karen. Mikey killed all the babies already.
You were gone.
15 minutes could have killed all the babies. All the babies. It doesn't take Mikey 15 minutes to kill the babies.
Also, Karen, you parked in a visitor-only spot. Everyone saw it.
Yeah, and I hope your tires get slashed.
Oh.
I hope someone cuts a brake line or something that makes fluids spill out.
Gross. Nobody wants fluids out of their body.
No, it's out of the car.
Their body should
out
have.
of the car.
Their auto body.
And you're saying, unless you're saying her car was a transformer.
We don't know. We'll
Robots
never know
in
now.
disguise.
What happens if you slash a transformer's tire?
It's like slithering. It's slithering its throat.
Oh my god.
No, it's like their feet. That's their feet.
I'm pretty sure it's their feet, guy.
Yeah, so it's like slittering their Achilles.
Slitter.
So after like Karen's getting
my
scarred
favorite
thinking
Hogwarts
about
house was Slytherin.
Slittering. No,
it was.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
They never won the House Cup.
It had that greasy-haired kid, Draco Mouthful.
Then Guardian Slitterosa.
What spell?
What do you want? What do you want to happen when you do that?
I want to kill a transformer.
Oh, does that make Mikey not kill all the babies?
Michael doesn't. You know what? If anyone killed babies, it was Loomis when he blew up the fucking hospital.
That's a good point. That's a great point.
There are two babies. There are two little babies there. Also, there are other patients in this hospital.
Where are they, Ryan? Hospital. They don't show a single one.
No, we see the effects.
There's a kid with the razor blade
of other ones.
You know what? They turned that kid away. Like we see him leaving pretty early.
Well, yeah, but they just take the razor blade out. He's fine.
They just went, here's what you do, kid. Show me it. And like, you know how they like pull a loose tooth sometimes? That's just what they did. Only this hurt a lot more. Because no sedative, no numbing solution. They did it like, you know what? This is what you get.
And they're like, Mom, in case you missed that and you need to do this yourself, and they shove it back in there. This is what it looks like.
This is how you do it at home.
This is me taking it out? Okay. Now I'm going to put it back. You do it in front of me, and I'll tell you if you're doing it.
No. Your angle was slightly off. You gotta really like get it.
You know what? There's not enough stress happening. Kid, lick it with your tongue. Get some real blood going.
All right, ma'am, if you don't get this out of there in 15 minutes, all the babies are going to die. So you got to get this out.
Not all the babies.
Not all the babies. So while what's her name? Karen's getting fucking scarred for the thoughts of all the babies dying. Jimmy's going to go have a casual chat with Lori about the event that's definitely scarring her for life.
Do they know each other?
No.
He knows of her.
He's acting like he knows her.
Oh, he wants to know her. Mm-hmm.
He's got a complex, Daniel.
And she's all doped up, so she'll talk to anybody.
Hey, brah. What's that?
Hey, you said your name's Jimmy? I wanted Ben Tramer. Oh,
are you going to stab me? With a knife?
No.
Wink?
Not with a knife.
Wink?
Okay.
Wink?
I think we could be friends.
A pencil nub. And then the nurse catches him trying to, be sneaky, trying to bang a patient on the sly. We got one patient right now, Jimmy. Of course I want to check on her. I can't ignore one patient. If I got 5, I can ignore maybe 3 of them.
I think she is. I think there's at least 3 others.
Shit.
They ring bells and shit. Now, Jimmy is a college boy. How old is he then?
21.
How would he have any idea who this 17-year-old
he's had his eye on her for a while. You got to invest early.
How do you know who your brother goes to school with if you're at college?
You stay in touch in a small town like this, okay?
Maybe
you still hang out outside the high school.
In town.
Oh,
you didn't think of that, did you?
I did not.
Also, I think you're forgetting that everyone in this town knows Laurie's Strode.
I do. I forget because everyone except Dr. Loomis knows who Laurie Strode is.
Well, he ain't from around there.
Which is really unfortunate because that would have gone a long way.
I think you would have wanted to give someone all the information, but that's fine.
No. It's fine. He was never getting out of there.
Kenny, Daniel, where are Laurie's parents? Okay, they're not at the party.
The party has turned into a key party.
That's the thing. They're out on swings at the playground.
Yep, that's what
you ain't ever gonna reach them now until like dawn.
They ain't got cell phones.
How does she know they're not at home or the party?
Well, she knows they're not at the party.
They called the part. They're not at the
because
party
the doctor was at the party. Yeah,
and he's like,
he was fingering Daddy. And that's where he left him.
It's a prostate exam.
That's what he said.
He's a doctor.
But they were both.
This is pro boner.
I don't remember doctors and patients giggling while those exams happened, but that's fine. And they called them at home. They're not at home.
Is that what happened to you?
Are you okay?
I can't help it. I get nervous and giggle.
I felt violated and asked mine out to dinner afterwards.
You're not my wife.
My wife. Who is your parents and what do they do?
Well, my dad's into real estate. Like he sells houses, and my mom slaps me whenever I bring up someone's name.
That tells me I'm not hers.
You guys, hey mom, check out SNL. There's this new funny guy, Mike Myers. Ooh.
Punches
right
the TV.
Face. Oh, God. Okay, well, you know what? Phones are down. And then she picks up the phone. Lori picks up the phone anyway to try it.
Hey, yeah, you're right. Phone gone bad.
Phone, yeah, whatever. Go check the poll. Now, I blinked for a second. I'm like, wait a minute.
Hold on, was this one of your famous long blinks?
No. It was more of a, I didn't put 2 and 2 together immediately because they go.
Did you do a Drew White Guy blink?
Kind of. It was because I was like, poll? What do you mean? And I'm like, oh yeah, landlines. I was like, phone down. I was thinking like cell phone. Like,
no, they didn't have those.
They didn't have that because I'm like, check the poll. Is that a sexual reference? But then I get back on board. But then once again, I'm like, why are they taking my poor big boy security guard? He is not the maintenance guy. This is not his responsibility. He goes out there to check out the phone pole, and he's gonna get distracted by the trash can because that's the cafeteria trash can.
He's hungry.
He's gonna open it up,
Might be
and he's gonna get attacked by a goddamn cat.
When that cat jumped on him, did it look like he was petting it?
Kitty's so soft.
I mean, you want to cradle it. Why is there blood in the dumpster?
It's a hospital.
Is that blood?
No, that's a cafeteria dumpster.
It's jelly from a dentist.
It's jelly.
Oh.
Yeah. And I gotta tell you, if I'm fucking Chico here, whatever his name is, just big boy fucking
Mr. Garrett.
What is it?
Mr. Garrett.
Chico Garrett.
Big G. If I'm Big G here and a cat attacks me from a hospital dumpster, I'm doing one of two things. A, going to seek treatment because God knows what's on that cat's paws from the hospital
didn't attack
dumpster.
Him.
Or B,
he was petting it.
No, he was attacked. I'm going home.
Well, you can't go home.
I'm not even clocking out.
You can't go home.
I'm already outside. I'm walking to my car.
I'll fire you.
I do it.
All right, you're fired.
I'm about to bring a lawsuit.
For what?
I'm gonna own this hospital because the hospital cat just took me, and it might have had the face of that cat from Lift to Hell. I don't know. If I got scratched and attacked by the Lift to Hell cat, do you know what kind of diseases I probably had?
It was skating over surfaces. Its size was morphing in and out.
How did it get so much launch out of that fucking trash can? Did someone... Okay, I didn't read all the trivia on this.
Michael Myers threw the cat at him.
Did someone, chuck a cat out of that trash can at this guy?
That's usually what they do.
Oh, I love it. Who's the cat wrangler?
Is that okay?
Yeah. Cats love to be tossed.
Harmed. Chico was armed. Big G.
Is that the only animal you could throw?
You want
without getting in trouble?
A badger? A cougar?
I bet
what do you want? What do you think? How big can we go, Daniel?
Well, I'm saying because cats, they land on their feet pretty much no matter what you do. Slam them against a brick wall, whatever. They're on their feet. So is it okay? Am I gonna get in trouble for that? Asking for a friend?
I don't know. I'm getting PTSD thinking about the fucking that movie with the kids and the powers in the Nordic region throwing the cat off all them stairs.
And that cat was fine.
Yeah. Later
it turned out great for it.
Yeah. Why doesn't Big G get good radios? Is it just because, again, who's he going to talk to? Why even have him? Just one guard. And he's out here, he's having his own fucking side Three Stooges movies going on. He's trying to talk to the nurse who left with the other radio who doesn't know how to use it. He's seeing more things unlocked. He's opening fucking closets. Shit's falling all of them over the place. He's fucking... And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Is he having an Abbott and Costello moment?
Why is he so worried about storage units? I know the locks are open, but the locks are on.
Yeah, so there can't be anything in there.
There can't be anyone in there. So here's the thing. If it's one person, there can't be anyone in there. If it's a team and you're playing a trick-or-treat gag...
Why is Michael doing this?
With, how did he get there to... I've never really understood the geography of this area.
Who says he did it?
That's a good point. Who says he did it? You got proof he did it?
Yeah, because he pops around the door and he...
Just because he's in the area doesn't mean he did it.
That was an attack of opportunity.
When did Michael Myers learn how to use keys?
Same place, time, and place he learned to drive a car.
And when he learned how to read a sign that told him where the hospital was? Okay.
Yeah. But now, you know what? Stop, Ryan.
Listen.
Hammer time.
I was going to ask, what is Michael Myers' favorite musician?
MC Hammer.
Because it's Hammer time.
Oh.
It's because MC Hammer was also like, if you fucked with him, he would kill you.
That's true. Gerstmann was talking about that.
Yeah. You don't fuck with Hammer. Okay, my next note is, I think they were talking about years again or something like that. And they're saying, oh yeah, they're talking about the Ben Tramer's body. And like, oh, this body, 17 or 18 years old. But I'm like, but isn't Mikey 21?
There's a big difference.
Is there a big difference in teeth between 18 and 21?
That's what, first off, great burnt prop. That looks beautiful. And he makes that observation based on there's no filling.
Kids are going to have hella filling.
Well, and then I'm like, okay, so is the difference between 18 and 21 for fillings, is it that big?
When you move out, you eat all the candy you fucking want.
How do you have money for that?
Mommy and dad are
Credit
still saving
cards.
money for
Free money.
college.
Michael Myers wouldn't have any because he shouldn't be having sweets because he's been bad.
He has been bad. Let the record show you should not kill your sister.
Sisters.
Zuz. Probably not your brothers either, but we don't know if he would have done that.
When I remake it, I'm gonna gender flip everything. It's gonna be Michelle Myers, and he's gonna have brothers.
Lucas Strode. It's the Paul brothers.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Paul brothers.
You cheer when they die.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Oh, we shouldn't laugh at dead things.
Yeah, shouldn't laugh at dead people. That's not nice.
Shouldn't make a spectacle out of something like that.
Not nice. Not a nice thing to do.
Real career ender, right? Really not gonna go anywhere from there. Like
what career?
Shut down. I mean, professional wrestling.
What are you talking about?
I could do anything.
Doesn't matter, Ryan.
Yeah, take that house. Yeah. You remember when the town got together to rally around and kick that house's ass?
They were kicking the shit
out of the
house.
most fun they've had.
Why didn't we do this the last
Since
time
Laurie
he killed
Strode got
someone?
adopted? This is the most fun they've ever had.
Yeah.
If they had just burnt the house down, no more movies.
Oh my God.
Correct.
Fucking Laurie's dad's over there drunk off his ass and he sees these people fucking attacking this
like,
house. He's trying
I
to
got
sell.
people from New York coming to check this bad
They're
boy
coming.
out.
They're still gonna buy
They're
it.
still here. Is it one of you? Is it one of you throwing the rocks?
It is.
Can you guys check
break it,
under
you
the
buy
mat,
it.
see if they took the key?
They incited the riot because they're trying to drive down the price.
Smart. That is so smart.
In this economy, these fucking city folk, they're
fucking
clever.
carpetbaggers coming down here and doing whatever they do. I don't actually know what they do, but they're doing
Damn
it.
carpet munchers.
Moths?
Why is carpet like attached to a bunch of words and means a bunch of different things? Why is carpet so important to the American society?
It feels good on your feet.
Thank you, Ryan. That is an acceptable answer.
One and done.
Here we get Loomis fondling his big gun again, making him feel safe.
It heightens
Feels
his
good
sense
on
of
your-
security. Kenny, there
like-
are some, you don't know what evil is. It heightens my sense of security. These were lines in the first book.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm like, so wait, did they read the book?
He must.
Well,
John must have had like no ideas for the sequel. He's like,
Daniel, I don't know if I've mentioned it, but this script was written over a course of weeks, and each day he would drink a 6-pack of Budweiser, I believe, just to get through it.
That's not even a lot. I feel.
Money.
He's not a big man.
He's a little mummy.
He didn't want to do this, Daniel.
Well, you should have said no.
Yeah, but money.
Money. Yeah, but according to what I was reading, after it was done, then he really wanted to do it a different way, and then he got all over it.
He wanted more gore, more explicit violence, and Rosenthal.
And TNA.
Yeah, Rosenthal wanted more. We'll call it like.
Wanted to be more like the first movie.
Yeah,
Suspense.
but they're like, look, man, all the knockoffs that have come out since my baby came out. You got to ratchet that shit up.
TNA everywhere.
It's dynamite. Oh, different song.
And they asked, John Carpenter, like, no, nobody knew, right? Like, you know? And John's like, yeah, I knew. Nobody else did. And that's the same thing Loomis said. He's like, I always knew he was crazy. Now, him explicitly saying that, like, nobody else knew, but I knew, like,
Why didn't you tell anybody, dog?
how does he want them to react to that information? Like, oh, you weren't dumb, you knew. But wait a minute, you knew?
I told everybody. Nobody listened.
Yeah, but he's basically like a crazy person yelling that there's giant crabs when no giant crabs have been seen yet, you know? And now that there are giant crabs, he's like, I fucking told y'all.
I told you. He's tired of all these people running around wearing masks. That's weird, right? It's Halloween, Loomis.
What is that?
Halloween. You remember like when you had that Halloween party back at the asylum and Michael somehow like was drowning that
I only
chick
did
and
that
bobbing
because
for
I wanted
apples?
to catch Michael Myers after he killed a child.
All right,
What?
fair. Kids are gonna die
Why couldn't he have
in
gotten
the
my
pursuit
kid?
of Michael.
Oh, did that come out? Oh, that came out of somewhere dark. Oh.
Harold's here. Harold's back.
It's fine. You know why? Because we got to go to Old Reservoir Road, where the elementary school is, because we're pretty sure he broke in.
Why?
When?
How?
He condensed himself and fit through that little piece of the hole in the glass.
So is this before he went stalking all the girls in Halloween?
No, because there was still school. High school gets out earlier than elementary school, usually.
So after he stalked him during the day, but before he went over and started fucking with him as night fell. But after the janitorial staff finished up and left.
Okay, I got a theory.
No, the janitor's there in the building. You see him.
Yeah. So my theory is it was the janitor. Otherwise, the time makes no sense to me. No sense.
Is the janitor a druid?
Yeah.
The janitor is lonely and bored.
Yeah, all these people coming to school at night to talk to me.
Consider this. First off, the detective given the tour, they're all like, check out this. This is how he got in. And they point out a window and it's got a hole punched through it. I'm like, okay. So Michael Myers punched a hole through that window.
Why is the glass on the outside?
And then opened the window, came in, and then shut the window?
Well, he's not rude. He's polite.
Okay, that's fine. No, he shrunk down and he went through that little hole. That's fine. And then they're like, is that it? They're like, oh, but wait, there's more. And then they walk 2 feet over and there's some blood on a desk.
Check this out. He took a dump on the teacher's desk.
Oh, that's right. And that dump is clearly visible. But wait, there's more. How about this knife that's sticking into the desk on a picture? Is that it? But wait, there's more. Let me take you 1 more foot over to the blackboard, where written in giant bloody fingerprint letters is Samhain, or as Dr. Loomis says, Sam Hain.
But wait, there's more. He's here. Standing in the corner. He's right over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Myers.
Hey.
So, okay, if we're going with the janitor theory here,
yeah,
then that just makes me sad because
he's lonely.
That janitor's we see how little news is going on in this town and how quickly you can be the focal point of the news there. The janitor, yeah, he's lonely and no one ever pays attention to him, and he's like, you know what? Tonight's finally gonna be my night. They're gonna talk about me tonight. I'm gonna do all this thing, and they're gonna come talk to me about it, and it's gonna be all about me. They show up. Michael Myers broke into an elementary and did this. Janitor just watched.
No, I would.
Why didn't they interview him?
Because he had his headphones on, was working. You don't bother man at work.
That's why he's playing cool.
Also, that kid, when he or she comes to school the next day and sees a fucking knife through his or her artwork, I think they're gonna take that. Pissed.
Wait, you don't?
Oh my god!
You don't think
even
Michael
worse.
Myers drew that?
No,
me neither. It makes no sense. But Kenny,
he uses markers.
Kenny, it's a family of 4, but if you look on the left of it, there's there's a downed body in the grass.
Nancy.
Oh,
that's Nancy. Well, Judith. Nancy, I think she's on the back of the picture. But
that's where I like her.
But I mean, when in Michael Myers' busy time of staring at a wall, looking past
the wall. He drew that
wall,
at the institution and then he just brought it with him.
It's like, I'm going to hang this right here.
That's not a catatonic state if you can draw a picture.
Well, from what
had
the
to go
book,
home sometimes.
The book Michael wasn't in a catatonic state.
All he does is stare at a wall.
And then get kids to do stuff for him because he's cool. Fair. So, okay. This is going on. We're going to find out, you know what? Hey, Loomie, you're hot on the trail, but you know what? You got to go, buddy. Governor called. He can give orders to doctors. You might not know that, but he can. Maybe he works for a state hospital or something like that. Maybe
state-run mental institution.
Yeah, so maybe that's how he pulls it, but whatever.
You can't.
Loomis.
No. No.
Now, he just did.
No.
Now, this nurse, we know this nurse, yes?
It's the nurse from
Marion
the first
Chambers.
movie.
That's right. So she's like,
Thank you.
We know this nurse. Loomie's like, I didn't recognize you.
I didn't order a stripper.
Hasn't it been 2 days?
Well, he didn't recognize her out of uniform.
No, when did Michael break out?
Last night.
Okay, it's been 1 day.
Yeah, so it's been a day since he's seen her, and he doesn't recognize her.
Well,
out of uniform.
She's out of uniform, and she's not wet. She hasn't been in the rain. Her hair is a little more stylish. She doesn't smell like bar. He doesn't.
He just came from the same key party that Strode's parents.
Everyone's at the. Why don't we ever go to key parties?
I'm never invited.
I'll keep
you
losing
to my key party
with you.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be there?
Which one of you is gonna be the gatekeeper?
I'm Zool.
Call me the Pegmaster.
Call him Peggle too. But you know what, Loomie, he has a great idea to get out of this. He looks at the nurse and he goes, "Tell them you didn't see me."
I think that works.
Dog, Your car's out front.
No.
Done.
No, but this
Done.
is not the doctor you're looking for. Huh? He tries to do the mind wipe.
That work?
It doesn't. Well, she's like,
Doesn't work.
no, man, there's a marshal outside who apparently
Okay, well,
will-
what if I do this? He pulls the lampshade out of nowhere and sticks it on his head, and then tries walking out the front.
She's
I'm
like,
not
"Shit."
Loomis. I'm a lamp. Trick or treat.
Salutes the marshal outside. Keeps walking. Now, while that's all going on, back at the hospital, Bud gets a sneak attack kiss in on the nurse. And then he's like, and he's very romantic. He pretty much just says, like, I just want to finger blast you in the therapy room.
In the freezing
Freezing hot tub.
Look,
freezing
Bud
hot
Hesh wants sex.
But and my next notes are, I'm not your mom.
It's
I've
dream
told
time.
you. Oh,
Yeah.
well, dream time. So while the sex about to happen, yeah. Not fucking Nancy. Lori's, yeah, about to go into dream sequence, which her dream sequences in the book, like, holy shit. And I'm like, I don't remember this much happening. Like, I remember a quick flash, and then I watched the movie, I'm like, yeah. In the book, like,
It seems
her
like
parents are...
from the book, she visits Michael like maybe more than one.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was more frequent occurrence, which would make sense if it was her parents' parents. I mean, once her parents die, then that shit would be cut off. But if it's her family, then yeah, it'd be sense you go and visit your criminally insane brother.
But, like, she was adopted, so her parents died 2 years after the incident. So she would have been 2, maybe
Not
3
2
years
years
old.
after the incident, 2 years after he was committed. She's born 2 years before Judith's death, and then he's committed, or then her parents die 2 years after Michael is committed to the institution. So she's like 4 years old.
1 + 1 + 2 + 1.
At least 4 years old.
So she's adopted at 4.
At least.
Okay.
At the earliest.
Well, I don't know how she survives, because Mikey killed all the baby.
Also, I want
15
you to
minutes.
consider this. She's 2, okay,
Yeah.
when Michael
Fast.
kills Judith. There is no way Dr. Loomis doesn't know she exists.
Yeah, no, it's impossible.
There is no way this entire town doesn't know she exists.
He's going to know everything about that family. He's going to know about fucking grandpa over there that went through the same shit.
Not a thing.
Not, and this whole town it's like they've all agreed to amnesia, to just forget that
It's
that
a Freddy Krueger
spoilers, Cynthia
attempt.
Myers is now Laurie Strode.
Why would you change her first name?
No, they changed both her names
Why?
when they adopted her.
That's a bad name.
You shouldn't. You're gonna confuse them.
Cynthia?
Especially if she was like 4. All of a sudden, my name ain't Cynthia anymore. I'm Lori now.
I don't know if
You
I've ever
wouldn't
even
do.
met a
You wouldn't
Cynthia.
do that
What
to a dog you adopted.
What did the hand say to the
Actually, people
questioning
do
child?
I'm not your mom.
Smack!
You got more
I
questions?
told you.
Lori?
Yeah, if you got any more questions, address them to your father's fists.
Is her parents Harold and the lady?
No,
Maybe.
but they die in a car crash. Now, Dreamtime, I'm not your mom. And she's holding this little dolly. Now, you're going to want to remember that for Halloween Resurrection?
The one with Starbuck.
Yeah, I think she has a doll in that one. You think it's the Raggedy Ann doll?
I
I don't know, but thankfully I got to watch it soon, so I'll let you
don't.
know
Trick or
then.
treat, motherfucker.
That is that one, yes. Also, how does the blood dripping on the floor get into... How does she hear that? Or is that just cut in there for fun?
Fun.
Okay.
Fun.
Can we go to the
Fun.
therapy
So
room
she's-
now? Because Hesh
Yeah.
wants bud
Has
sex.
to go get some. Yeah, okay, but she's like, maybe if we leave the door open, I can hear someone coming and we can get out
And
there.
they
real
can
Yeah,
quick.
the
hear
whole
us
hospital
coming.
is going to be hearing.
Yeah,
us
and
coming and
she's
going.
stripping completely ass naked. Like, Barrett, is she gonna run out there naked?
She's going to duck down under the water. They won't find
Listen,
her.
if you hear a baby dying, you gotta go.
You gotta go. You don't have time to get redressed. So I mean, whatever. So okay,
How do
She's in
How
there.
do I get this hot tub thing?
it's nice. It's like a bean shape, and that's the shape you want for like a pool and for like a cold hot tub. And
How
it
do I
goes to the temperatures you want, Daniel.
Yeah. How do I get?
You gotta go buy that abandoned hospital.
Okie dokie.
It's probably still there. I bet
I
that
thought they
didn't
blew
blow
it
up.
up.
Not all of it. Lori was
Just
still
the
in it.
babies.
Just the babies. In 15 minutes, Loomis did what Mikey couldn't.
I've killed more babies than you, Mikey.
I watched a kid explode into a ball of flame earlier today. I didn't bat a fucking eye. I gave 0 shits.
Who's the real monster here, Loomis or Mikey? Think about
It's
that.
Loomis. It's always Loomis. Now, okay, so they're in this hot tub. They're going, they're trying to go to like some sort of pound town and whatnot. Mikey's in the other room. He's like, oh, Chef Mikey here is going to turn up the stew. And he's, he's cranking up that temperature. And Bud, he's got the horn rage, like he's all horned up rage. So like he ain't feeling the heat. But what's her name? Karen? She's feeling the heat. She's like, hey man, you need to go check that temperature. This is way too hot. And he's like, nah, it's just me. He's like, nah, dog, it's way too hot. All right, but it's cold out there. It get real cold in here. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. And he's like, oh, I get it. You're saying that you won't give me any if I don't do it. All right. And then he gets out of the tub, and this is where we realize these filmmakers are cowards.
No dong.
No dong. They had a great opportunity to show Wang here.
Yep.
Tastefully, behind a frosted glass. And did they take that chance?
Well, no, you should have seen it like fucking slap her in the face as he was getting out of the thing.
But you know who took that chance, Daniel? The book. Let me read you a little passage that I love.
They drew a dick in the book?
Well, okay. So this is when Karen is getting into the cold hot tub. I'll tell you why I keep saying that in a minute. She dodged his hand. She watched him float over one of the jets. His hairy legs lifted, his kneecaps breaking the surface like bald heads. The rosette of his genitals bobbed on the water.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that word means.
I had to look up that as well. Roseate.
What is it?
Apparently it's pronounced rosette. I'm glad you asked, Daniel. Thank you. Resembling a rose in color or being overly optimistic. In this case, both.
Huh.
Did you read this one or did you listen to that guy that I sent you?
I read this.
So have you listened to that guy I sent you yet?
No, I wasn't thrilled with him.
Yeah, so imagine his voice.
I can't.
It's great.
Okay. Which is like, Rosie! I don't even know. More nasally? More.
Hey, look, he does fine for not a professional. Okay, he's doing the Lord's work here. But, yeah.
Rosette. Yeah. Who knows what that word is? Yeah.
Rosette.
This writer was
it's
pulling out some 10-cent words.
This writer was cooking.
Cooking. So, he gets out of there to go turn down that heat, all right? And Mikey gets his ass. And then, you know what? Mikey's like, you know what? Let me go check on her, make sure she's okay. Cranks that temperature, is way up. He's walking out there. She's putting towel on. She's like, yeah, I got to get back to work. And, like, Mikey ain't saying nothing. He ain't saying shit. He ain't trying to stop from going to work. And then, like, he's reaching his hand out. And she's like, don't worry. Like, hey, maybe we'll go get breakfast. And Mikey's thinking, like, fucking love breakfast. Because that's what I was thinking. Sometimes Mikey and I would think the same thing.
Because usually when he's, like, back in the day when he would try to have breakfast, someone would, like, knock all the food on the floor and say, clean it up, bitch.
Tell him to clean it up.
That's what he's used to. Yeah.
That's what he's used to. Yeah. So, like, he's got his hand dangling over her shoulder. And she's just like, oh, yeah. Let me just take this hand. Let me just, like licking on these fingies. Like, he has not washed his hands.
Those are dick hands for sure. At some point, he has peed.
Yeah, and it might not even be his dick. He's probably touched other dicks. Like, he's just touching everything.
I mean, I don't know what he gets up to.
The old Australian hello.
Well, down under.
Give him the old dick twist is what he did to that guy.
Dick twist. Yeah, well, like, she's over there, like, she's practically giving the coal miner's daughter. And she's like, she takes more than a few licks. I'm like, okay, this hand has got to be gross.
It's delicious.
Like, why are you taking that many licks? And then she, like looks up and she's like, ah! And then Michael's even like, dude, my hands are gross. We gotta clean that mouth. Okay. So then he starts shoving her head into the, the opposite of that Friday the 13th Jason X kill. Instead of a cold hot tub, it's a hot, no. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Well, Ryan's saying, but in reverse. Yeah, so he's like, and then her face comes up slimier and slimier every time. And that's just the bacteria growing in her mouth now from the shit that came off of his hands.
She wouldn't
and now she's dead.
Die from this.
I mean,
that water got pretty hot. It's not supposed to exceed 100
right,
degrees.
But it's just going to scald her face. She's not going to die.
Yeah, but maybe she drowned.
She did.
You don't know her life. She got bad lungs.
Also.
And all of her extra blood was down in her angina.
Oh, you don't want that.
Yeah.
You not?
Yeah.
So even though when she's first getting into the tub, she's like, ooh, hot. It's actually freezing.
That's movie magic.
It's movie. You want to?
I thought for sure it was hot.
No.
You could tell from all the steam.
And this took 2 days to shoot. From? And she did not want to do this nude scene. And the second day she cried.
Wow, that's great job, feminist John Carpenter.
He didn't make this movie.
He's responsible. Is he not a producer?
He is a producer. You're going to want to direct your criticisms at Deborah Hill.
This her
Everyone
fault?
loves Deborah Hill.
She's dead, so good luck.
I'll find her, dig her up just like Mikey did.
Oh, shit, you heard it here.
You know what?
Just like Mikey did. Let's get that tattooed
I just
on our
realized
knuckles.
something. Just like Mikey did.
LMD. It fits.
What? Yeah. You know what I just realized, guys? We're running the hospital here.
Oh, shit.
Where's the doctor? I gotta go find the doctor. Shit.
Mr. Dr.
I've got
Mixter?
patience. Yeah. Let me go. You know what? Doc, are you in the shower? I'm just going to go walk into the shower because I think you might be in the shower.
I knocked.
That's not appropriate.
And waited
He's
5
old.
seconds.
He's old. He might have fallen down.
He might be
Oh,
dead.
you know he can afford a life
Look,
alert.
this is
Daniel.
a hospital. We've seen everyone naked. It doesn't matter anymore. Let's go.
What's going on in the hospital for you to see everyone naked?
Have you not watched any hospital drama show, Daniel? Any of them?
Any. Pick one.
Not one.
They're all
I didn't see a
MASH.
single dong in ER.
Classic hookup scenario.
Scrubs.
I didn't see
Hot
a
Lips is
single
over
dong
there.
in any of them.
You ain't looking hard enough.
Oh, I am.
Oh, shit. But you know what? Doctor, he's just chilling in his chair there. But
Watching
Looking
wait,
at his
fishies.
fish tank. Yeah.
Hey,
he's got fucking...
did you think that maybe this is where the Finding Nemo fish tank came from?
No.
Oh, shit.
Because
Like Nemo's fucking scarred. Like, get me
it's-
back to the ocean.
It's got
Get me back-
bubbles.
Does have bubbles. He's got a
Okay.
needle in his eye.
Yeah, I
Now,
shouldn't be there.
I don't like this. He's a repeater. He's like, oh, I'm already out of stuff. I guess I'll stab you in the eye like I did him.
Well,
I'm
he
boring
stabbed her
now.
behind the eye.
It's the same fucking thing.
I did say, though, 2 needle kills in a row. Like,
I did say,
I don't know.
again, where did he come from? Because she walks in.
He
you
was
see
in the
corner.
fish tank.
It was in the fish tank? I'm going to give it a pass because we never hear the door close. So I'm going to say Michael was in the other room that she just walked through and didn't notice.
Well, you remember, like, what was it, the second or third fucking Friday the 13th, where, like, Jason's just standing in the fucking kitchen with her?
Yeah, but
No,
that was good.
It was dark. You couldn't see.
That
You
room
talking
is
about
fucking
with the
dark.
lightning showing him?
Yeah.
That was good though.
This is pretty good because they're recreating the shot of the shape coming into frame.
That's true. I did
with-
like that. Yeah.
It was way less
But
effective.
where's
I
this
thought.
extra light coming from to light him up?
It's supposed to. Well, where did
fish tank.
it come from in the first one?
God.
God.
No, that the first one it was meant to be like our eyes adjusting to the dark. This one, I think it's him just getting a little bit closer. I agree, it's more effective
fish tank.
in the
You think
first
he's
one.
inching in just to kind of breathe? Hey,
Inch by inch.
I named
inch.
all these fish.
But I think it looks prettier.
This one's Nancy.
This one's Judith. And it's like fucking squished to a pulp. And this one's Chico, the security guard. Fat fish in the corner there just chilling. Like, he's fine. I didn't mean to kill him. Didn't mean to. You know what? I'm just saying this hospital, again, seems pretty light on the staff tonight, but it's fine. You know what? Mikey, he ain't done. You know what? I know I like to toy with these people, but technically I've been toying with Lori for an entire movie. I'm just going to walk into her room and I'm going to stab the shit out of her.
He's
He's like a Nazgul.
Peter Jackson owes this movie some money. Okay, because I think this movie came up with this switcheroo idea. Kenny, she's in there with, I think it's Nurse Jill, the blonde one. And then there's a buzz because there are other patients in this hospital. So the nurse leaves
Allegedly.
to go
Yeah,
deal with
one
that.
of the other patients, Buzz, is like, "Hey, I'm hearing a lot of murdering noises going on outside my room. Is everything
Is,
cool out there?"
Everything cool?
Also, it's been 15 minutes and nobody's checked on the babies, and I don't know that any of them are still alive.
Also, someone screamed MC Hammer Time and was doing a little dance down the hallway earlier. I'm trying to sleep.
I haven't heard Chico do one of his radio pranks in a while. Chico, okay?
That
Where's
one
Bud?
guy
He usually
hasn't come
comes
in
in
here
likes to ogle me around this time.
he hasn't
I kind of
sexually
liked
harassed
it.
me in 15 minutes.
Actually, he usually comes in
that's-
with his buddy Jimmy because Jimmy likes to touch people's hands without their consent when they're sleeping. It's a whole thing.
Oh, Jimmy.
My point being, she leaves. The shape comes in. It's like 10 seconds between the two.
Yeah,
And in
Michael doesn't teleport in this movie, but Lori does.
Yeah, in that 10 seconds, Lori got up, made a pillow body on the bed, got out of the room and down another hallway.
Which is impressive because every time we can see her, she can't move for
She
shit.
ain't
is
walking
so
good.
clumsy.
Also, Ryan's going to tell you about how much like pre-thought went into all like this before she decided, oh yeah, I should do this and move. And what she's thinking about this whole time while she's hiding.
Ben Tramer's
Ryan, go ahead.
dick.
Oh, yeah.
The big T.
What is she thinking?
So like during all her hiding stuff.
No, Ryan was supposed to tell us.
Yeah, but then my family woke up, so now I'm distracted. So now you gotta remind me.
So like she's thinking about oh Michael, like you've been preparing me to be your victim for my whole life, blah blah blah, but you don't realize that you prepared me like too good. Now I know some blah blah blah
now
blah
I
bullshit.
know Krav Maga.
So
Get
she's
ready,
like,
buddy.
She's running through. She's having like more thoughts of the past with Michael, and she's having some sort of like spiritual connection to him.
Hey, Kenny, do you think her grandma knows?
Knows what?
No.
The Halloween is shit.
What's grandma?
Her grandma. She knows she has a grandma, but they won't talk to her about it. I mean, they won't tell her even her name or how old she is.
Well, then congratulations. You don't have a grandma.
That's what I would have said. Be like, what about my grandma? Like, you never had one.
Oh, who left me all this money?
She's dead. Grams is dead because she got left alone for 15 minutes as a baby.
Oh, shit. She died as a baby.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well.
Timeline, everything. I don't know. But anyway, she knew Michael was coming because she had this psychic link, you know. She knows he's there hunting, but she knows how to survive.
Oh, yeah. What's she going to do to survive?
Slug all around this fucking place.
What sick plays is she going to make? Is she going to run into the jungle and clear some camps?
Maybe.
Is she going to sneak a Roche? What's she up to?
Judging by the looks on his face, though, if we leave Ryan's family alone for 15 minutes, they'll be gone.
Regular Harold over there.
Real Harold over there. I feel like it's a shirt Harold would be wearing. He wants to raise his hand so bad. Yeah.
Well, it's just like,
get him, Harold.
Let me see if I can find more things that make other noises. If I can like set off some other alarm. If I can like knock into a door. Have fun editing this. That'd be great.
You son of a bitch.
That'd be great.
That's your family. Not mine.
Timestamp. Time cop.
Okay. Time cop. Unlike Ryan's house, everyone's gone in this hospital.
They're dead.
Jimmy, he's like, we gotta find Lori. You know, this girl I just met, but I love her.
No, there's one thing he needs to find, and that's the fucking Coke machine. The Coke that was promised.
But you know what? Lori's not hiding from Michael. Lori's hiding from Jimmy. Coming on a little too strong. The drugs are wearing off. I'm starting to pick up on this. I'm already promised to Ben Tramer, and, you know, he's real hot.
He's so hot right now.
Like,
so hot.
All the rage.
And he's in this building.
He's in this building. You know what else is in this building? This nurse that I think has more blood than she should.
How are you going to tell someone how much blood they should have?
I don't know, but she crawls into that room, and there's this, like, sticky, bloody mess, and there's a nurse lying on the table with a blood dripping out, and it's all over the floor.
Hold on. You're confusing something. No, she crawls into a different room. Jimmy is the one who finds Nurse.
Jimmy goes, yeah, that's where Jimmy. Yeah. But like, I'm looking at it, and I'm staring, and I'm looking at the blood pool on the floor. And I'm like, is that going through the whole fucking room?
No. And there used to be much more blood. It used to just be a pool of blood.
It still felt like a lot on the one I was watching.
It's a lot. Now, my question is, why?
Why did Michael set up a blood drip?
Why did Michael do a display? Yeah.
Well, he's done displays before, but like this is a medical display.
So I'm like, is he treating this one like the recreation of Judith? Because he's got her
I'm of the opinion that if you don't see Michael kill someone, he didn't do it.
I'm with you.
Here comes Michael's Southern attorney.
Now, sure, you've got my client on those kids and a couple other people, but some of the you only did some of the things you're accusing him of.
And maybe not even them. If I can put just a smidge of doubt in your heart.
Now, let me bring up the fact that one of the so-called police officers involved in this here investigation ran over a kid and suffered no consequences.
Not only that, but this officer, this state doctor, and the town sheriff all left the scene of the crime immediately.
And have charges been filed? No. In fact, they even blamed this death on Michael Myers.
Huh. Now, they shot my client 6 times.
Maybe 7.
Maybe seven, depending on if it was a book or a movie. I don't know.
No, there's 7 gunshots in the movie.
He misses the first one.
But his gun, first movie
only holds 6.
He fires 6 shots. Second movie, we hear 7. But his gun only holds.
That's what I'm telling you. There's something else going on.
It's something
mysterious.
Trench coat of +1.
And I'm just saying, if you get shot 6 times, you cannot be held responsible for what you do after that. Now, if my client was this monster, do you not think he could have murdered all those babies in 15 minutes? He had, look at him. He absolutely could have. He didn't. Maybe he's not a monster. You know who did? This blown to bits, never gonna come back doctor over here.
Wait, but he does come.
Does he? Or is he a robot?
Fracking toaster.
Huh? You just wait till the next movie, Daniel. You're not going to know what to believe.
Mecha Loomis. Here to hunt the evil
I want you to
within.
remind me that when we get to Halloween Resurrection that I said this. I do like seeing Michael Myers on the monitors, walking down hallways, going into a room, and then seeing the characters like come down the hallway. Past those.
So when we get to that movie and you're just absolutely pissed about everything.
I want you to remind me that I did like something that happens there in a different movie. Yeah.
Oh, and it's the same director, so.
Shit. He's reusing ideas. Yeah.
I hate when that happens. Only one person should have ever used math and then no one else.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I'm the king of math now, motherfucker. Long story short.
You don't know what math is.
You don't know what math is. You didn't see Mikey do it. Maybe he didn't. There's clearly psychopaths putting razor blades and candy in this town. So what else is going on in this town? Harold's beating his wife. Blame that on Michael. The Strodes are beating their adopted. Did they adopt that child just to fucking beat her?
No, for you get the money.
Maybe the whole town's pitching in on the money though. Like, you know.
Whole town druids is a druid adoption.
Okay. First off, I hate. All right. I
know.
don't say that enough.
I know.
I hate him. Okay. So what? Jimmy, doesn't he fall, give himself a little concussion?
This is so stupid.
It's slippery.
Why didn't he slip when he was walking in?
Because he was careful.
No, he slips after he knows there's blood. If he was gonna slip, it would have been coming into the room.
No, because he's walking in, he's stunned at what he sees. Because he's like, Michael Myers has yeah, he strangles people. Yeah, he stabs them. Yeah, he puts syringes in their eyes and in the side of their eyes. But this is art. This is just art. He created art in the minor surgery room. I don't think it's him. Did the movie see him do it? Someone on the internet says maybe it wasn't him. I don't think. But then he gets really scared, Daniel.
Oh, that was me. I said that.
Then he's like, you know what? It's been 5 minutes. I haven't groped Lori in a while. Run. Oh, trip and fall.
Slip, fall. See, blood ain't that slippery. Okay, like Dale, you remember that time that I was like really drunk and then like I cut my finger really bad while I was making you guys chicken angel hair pasta?
Yeah.
And like I had to keep running back to the bathroom to like change towels because it's bleeding so much, and there was blood all over that bathroom because I drank a lot, and it like I think I had a razor and it slipped and went all the way down to the fucking bone of my thumb. And it was just gushing everywhere. But I had to keep making the bros dinner because it was, I was making chicken angel hair pasta. And I didn't slip once. I just want you to know. And there was blood.
Well, that's because I was
everywhere.
I was slurping it up, as a bro does.
I appreciate that. And you know what? Dinner was done on time and was delicious. And now on time in those days was about 10 p.m.
And it was monkey brain soup.
I think it's chicken angel hair pasta, I feel like.
Nope, it was monkey brain soup.
Oh, chilled monkey brains. That was a lot of blood, though, in real life, too. So maybe that was an accurate amount of blood for a whole body.
Yes, that was just his finger, dog.
That was just my finger. Thinking
Imagine
about it,
a whole barrel of a man. Just
a whole barrel of a man. I got a lot of blood. Chico? If Chico was bled in that room,
he'd still be bleeding.
Man, he'd still be bleeding to this day. All right, look.
Let's check the cars, Kenny. Let's go to the parking lot.
Let's go to the parking lot.
What's wrong with the cars?
All the tires are flat.
I like this.
Okay, good. So Michael Myers managed to walk from town to the hospital and arrive at the same time as Karen did driving. And it's a 5 minute.
Well, she has to stop at lights and stop signs. Michael does not.
And she had to drop her friend off.
And she had to drop her friend off.
So I'm giving her so I'm like, let's say it took him 30 minutes to walk.
Who says he didn't steal another car?
He could have driven.
Who says he wasn't hiding in the trunk
of a
news producer's car, just waiting for her to open the trunk and pull the blanket off him so he could go peekaboo, kill her, take her car, and then go. Yeah, there's a lot of things that could go wrong with his plan.
Who says this is even Michael Myers?
This could be Ben Tramer. Michael Myers
Ben
got
Tramer.
hit by that
Mike Myers is dead.
Ben Tramer's been after Lori for years.
I heard it on the radio. He burned up. One of the cops killed him with their car.
Yeah. Lori's just some chick to Mikey. Lori is Ben Tramer's everything.
Uh-huh. Killed all those girls to get to her, get them out of the way.
I'm just saying.
They're bad influence on her.
I'm just saying.
I thought this was going to be the bang house, and she ain't here.
You see the cars are disabled. You know it's like a 5-10 minute walk to town. Go. Just go.
You can't. First off, you can't say that. Those cars are handy capable. They're not. We don't say they're disabled. Like that's just how they are. Like it's
cars with punctured wheels and leaking fluids.
Okay, but technically the wheels aren't punctured. It's the tires.
You know why this happened? Those cars all got vaccinated.
Oh.
They got the jab.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh my God. That gets me. Oh, that gets me so. I'm so hot right now.
Yeah, you're mad. Yeah, I know.
I'm so mad. They get the jab. Mikey, he's been a busy naughty boy, jabbing all these tires because he's like, you know what? I don't know which car matters, so I'm gonna get them all.
It's good.
Smart.
Because it'd be more annoying if she gets in one and it just doesn't work, right? Because he only did it to one, and then that just happened to be the one that she went in.
If it was just hers, it was going to be Bud who did it because he's still trying to get some and he ain't trying to go like follow her home.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Like, oh, you got 4 flat tires. You know what?
You want to ride?
My car works. You want to ride? I got you.
Hey, little girl, is your daddy home?
That song, man, it's not.
I went and punctured all your tires. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My name is Bud Hesh.
Mikey got a bad desire.
Bad desire. It is a bad desire. Lori has a desire to stand up. I know she does, but she's just crawling on this fucking floor. It's got to be cold. And then Mikey's chasing her. Wait, did we kill that nurse already? Outside?
We'll kill her now.
She's
kill her now. How'd we kill her?
We walked up behind her and stabbed her in the back with a scalpel and somehow lifted her into the air.
Hell yeah,
that's
bro.
The scalpel kill. Oh, that's what my note meant there. The note just says the power of surgical steel. And I'm like, what does this mean? Now I remember. Yeah, just got your ass.
It would have been good if he had done it. If he had done it, lifted her up, and then walked away, and she just stayed up in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah,
but then he turns around and does the head tilt and go, huh?
What the fuck?
What? This happened to me before tonight, and I don't understand how this happens.
How am I doing this?
Turns out their real father is Magneto.
Or turns out Mikey should have been sent to Slytherin.
A goddamn Slytherin. Mikey would be a Slytherin. No, actually, he'd be a Ravenclaw. Loomis would be a Slytherin.
Yeah, Loomis is a Slytherin.
Yeah. In this movie, Laurie's a Hufflepuff. She would have been a Gryffindor
normally, but she's all doped out of her fucking mind.
She's all Hufflepuff in this one. That's crawling around on the ground, trying to throw a gurney in front of Mikey. Like, get past that gurney, Mikey. I'd love to see you try.
Oh,
I don't know why she sounded like that.
You did it.
Shit. Goes in another room. Was like, let's hang out. There's someone hanging in the air.
That's Mr. Garrett. Somehow Michael decided to bring
Chico.
him. They brought Chico into this room, string him up, and put a yellow light on him so that Lori could find him. But that's how she goes. So follow the light and go, okay. But I know this is like a timing event. So I hit X. I'll hit up. I'll hit left. Hit up again. The window. So now she just got to mash that X button to get through it in time. As Michael Myers is slashing at her feet.
Not my toes.
She does get through that window pretty good.
She does. Now, does Michael go through the same window?
That was my wondering. Is he gonna get up there?
He has to, right? In order, because she falls down on some boxes, breaks some glass, runs around.
Because he crunches on the glass.
He crunches on the glass.
Well, yeah, and he just misses her too, and he's like, "Shit, man, I walk slowly."
Oh, but I can't walk faster than this. They never taught me how to at the asylum.
I never learned to run.
I just sat all day for 15 years looking at a wall.
She's moving so slow in this movie, and he still cannot catch her. So it's like, okay, look, I tried to just kill her, and it was pillows. So I guess I'll just go back to the old way, because that's effective for everyone but her. So,
that's her superpower, is to just move slightly faster than him.
No matter how fast he can move at that moment, she will move just an arm's length faster.
Yeah.
That's all you got. Yeah. That's all you need.
That's all you got to do. All you need. Time for an uncomfortable car ride.
Hold on, question, because she gets into the elevator, and we get the classic, what will become a classic, slow elevator door shut, and then the hand comes through with the scalpel. The door does not reopen, which any other elevator door probably would have. But
she hit the closed door button.
But they're on the basement floor. Is that right?
Are they?
Because
Where'd she land when she crawled out the window?
Same floor. Like, I thought the elevator went to B, not G. I could be. So if I'm wrong,
it doesn't matter. It immediately opens behind her.
But Daniel, it immediately opens behind her, and she immediately runs out of the building. So if it's the basement, she couldn't do that.
Like I said, she's teleporting all over the place.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Whatever. You know what?
It's fine.
All I know is Sam Hain, man. That's in the unconscious mind, man. That's not like a person. That's not like a druid thing. Okay, this is all that matters right now. There's an unsealed file on, or there's a sealed file on Mikey. Wait,
what?
What?
How long? 15 years? 16 years, roughly? I've been working on this.
For 2,000 years, we've come no further.
For 2,000 years?
We're still hiding information from our doctors.
I mean, do you think that's smart? Do you think that's okay? That's the girl, Lori? That's his sister.
Okay. Loomis said it's book time. I've seen everything. Marion Chambers. No, it was hidden. Sealed by the court after his parents were killed. Then, after the governor heard what happened tonight, authorized Dr. Rogers to open it. You know what it said? What Kenny just said. Yeah.
It said the thing that I said in the last podcast.
She was born.
Lori's his sister.
2 years before he was committed. 2 years after, their parents died in an automobile accident and she was adopted by the Strodes. They requested that the records be sealed in order to protect the family. Now, Loomis has been with Michael Myers for 4 hours every day for 6 months.
So he would have had access to those files before they were sealed.
Yeah.
He's not a very good doctor.
If they want the thing sealed to protect like the identity of the family, should they be telling her she's adopted?
Yeah, that was part of the issue I was complaining about earlier. Why do you keep telling her she's adopted? Also, wouldn't it have been better to send her to another town, like your rival town?
And this media, they're on everything so fast, so you know this was in the paper. You know the headline read like child killer kills older sister, leaves mother and father and baby sister and grandma asking, where do you put the candy?
The same day there was a story in the newspaper about giant crabs. So that's where everyone's attention went.
They were like, Johnny Bones rides killer crabs tonight at 8.
I'm watching that.
I'm all over it. Well, you know what? Loomis already didn't want to leave. Now he's like, you know what? Nah, man, I know where Mikey's going. Even though I don't know that he's not necessarily already dead. That still could have been him. Probably wasn't, but still could have been him. But you know what? Sorry, Marshall, man. Gonna have to change your orders because I got a gun. And you know, is this what you guys do? Doesn't even give him a chance to like listen to him, like the threats of like, hey man, I got a gun. I'll put it at your head or whatever. Doesn't even give him the chance. He's like, is this what you guys do? Shoots out a fucking window. Like that's gotta be an uncomfortable car ride after that.
Blows out all their eardrums. Now
there's wind.
He doesn't know when to turn left or turn right because no one can hear the directions being given.
No one can hear.
Yeah.
Loomis is nuts, man. He's nuts.
He's a monster that needs to be stopped.
He needs to be stopped. Now, at this point, Lori's made it to a car.
She should be safe, Kenny, but she didn't. She forgot that Jimmy was in band. And what was Jimmy's instrument in band?
The horn.
Very good. The horn. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to relive those honks.
Let me play you the song of my people, Lori.
Listen, I will do it. And then like whales talking in the ocean, the other cars will answer. Listen, Lori.
Hey, Lori, you ever see one of those bumper stickers that says honk if you're horny?
Lori doesn't appreciate this.
No, concussion boy should not be driving.
You know what?
In all the cars of all the parking lots in the world.
Just had to be this one.
He had to get into mine because he can smell her. He's got that. He's like,
she got into his car. It's his car. She got into his car. She didn't know.
His heart. She should have known. It said like Laurie Strode #1 fan like on the back.
Oh,
like
he already got custom bumper stickers. Yeah.
He didn't have. He got it earlier, like after he saved her. Like scratched off the last patient, put her on there.
You know,
good to go.
I think even if it was us in this situation, we could at least stalemate Michael Myers with a good car game.
Just going around it.
Yeah,
around it,
around it.
Oh yeah,
inside it, because he doesn't move. He really doesn't move that fast.
He doesn't.
So all I
And
have
I
to
can
do is
this
yeah,
all
just
night.
How
all
does
night.
he
You know
catch
why?
people
we've
in
had a nap.
Dead by Daylight?
He's kept going the entire
Is
time.
he even in Dead by Daylight?
He is.
Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah, that's
How's
fun.
he catch people?
There's a sprint. You have to stalk
That
him
ain't
after
right.
a while. You stalk him after a while, and that builds up fear. And then once the fear is high enough, you move a little bit faster.
Ah.
You also wait till they're trying to do a task and you just stab the shit out of them.
Or you run around, never find anybody, and you're hearing these generators get turned on. You're like, I was just there. What? And you run back, but there's no one there, and you're looking for footprints. You don't see any, and you hear birds going off. You're like, what is happening? I don't know how to play this game.
Maybe we should play that.
No, we should play the dating one. You guys know that exists?
I
There's
know
a dating
that
thing
exists.
where you date them. There's
Yes.
another thing from them coming out. I forget what it was.
They have a board game.
Oh, they're doing
Where you date Michael?
Supermassive's next game is in the Dead by Daylight universe.
Is it?
Yep, coming out in like October.
Okay. Lori, back on the ground. Again.
She
Her
worm.
knees gonna be fucking shot.
It runs in the family. They all like to like crawl around places so others can't see them.
Michael's
Yeah,
always doing it.
He's always
And she, you know what? She's struggling to use her big girl voice. All right.
I'll accept this.
Loomie and the gang, they're showing up. They're they're getting out of the car. Loomie's like, I would cuff you to the wheel here, Marshall, but I might need your help. But also, like, if I leave you handcuffed to the wheel, you'll probably die. Let's be real here.
Of
And they run inside the place.
dehydration. Yeah.
Yeah. And Lori, she's like, help. And then they go inside. Oh, yeah, I can do louder. And then she does louder.
Why do
She's
these
been-
hospital doors lock?
So much drugs, Kenny.
Because
Cut her a
it's
break.
the late shift, and Chico's on break. He's been on break for a while.
But
So, like, the ER after hours, like, you have to get buzzed in, maybe, just because it's a security issue.
I don't know.
That's my guess.
how'd they get in?
They walked in.
Oh, they walked in.
But if the doors lock,
Lori didn't lock it. She walked out of it. What are you talking about? It's not locked.
it is locked.
No, they lock it later.
All right.
Why
look,
do they lock it?
Stay with me, and shut up.
Okay.
Dr. Loomis is very
Damn,
kind.
that does work.
To
That works.
yeah, very
Loomis-
kind to Nurse Chambers.
Well, after the book, we know what his internal dialogue is. Everyone is beneath him. The only people that matter in this world are him and Michael.
They're meant for
star-crossed
each other.
lovers.
They should kiss.
That's because he's
They
been
should
staring at him for 4 hours a day, watching him look at that wall.
Actually, you know what? I don't think they should kiss. He's known this kid since he was a kid. But I'm against it now.
What if he kisses
And it
him
didn't say what he's doing in that 4 hours.
while he's wearing the mask?
No. I don't want him to kiss at all. He's been grooming this boy.
What if they just do hand stuff?
No.
What if Dale? What if it was okay, Dale? What if he was watching this kid for 4 hours every day, and maybe they were chatting and whatever? But what if nothing was ever going to come from it? Like, I wasn't ever going to do anything with it.
He,
You know,
he made plans to meet up with Mikey at the
at
sanitarium,
at the
and
slasher
that's why,
con. Yeah,
and that's why Mikey
like,
ran away.
Yeah, but like, don't make me out to be like one of those guys. I wasn't gonna do nothing. Don't disrespect me like that.
I'm a doctor, goddammit.
I'm a doctor, goddammit. Okay.
Let me tell you, this is the scene that I remember the most as a kid before I could watch all the like more routinely. Was the scene where Michael Myers appears in the red light and then starts chasing Laurie again. But in my head, it was always a little bit cooler than that. In my head, it was always like the red light wasn't a constant thing; it was a flashing thing, like a blinking red light.
That could have been your TV, though.
Could have been.
You guys have a history of TVs
My
with
TV
color
made this
issues.
so much better because my TV made it was a blinking red light, and so there was red light, darkness, red light, darkness, red light mask.
It also turned that one dude green.
That was the Hulk he was supposed to be.
No. Dale was right.
Turns out he's black.
Turns out he
News
was
to
black.
me.
He wasn't green.
There were settings, there were knobs you could turn.
You guys didn't.
No, that's because there was nothing wrong with it. He was meant to be green.
It's meant to be green. Okay. Laurie's got her shuffled down, trying to get back to the door. She's screaming. They're all hearing her from inside while they're trying to do their investigating. And now it's a chase to who can get to Laurie first. The good guys or Mikey.
Well, Loomis.
Who's going to do it?
Loomis, not
Yeah.
necessarily the good
Oh,
guys.
yeah. Loomis and the good guys.
Loomis and the good guys.
Yeah. So they get her inside just in time. They're backing up. And I'm just like, Loomis, why didn't you just stand there and shoot the fucker? Like, did you not see him? And then they back up and like, oh, they're waiting for him at the door. And then Mikey's just standing at the door and like, yeah, he can't get in. And he just proceeds to step through the glass like nothing.
He glass ceilings, glass doors. He crashes through all of them, man.
Shatters them all. You know what? He didn't see the window there. I think that's what really happened.
It is clear.
It is clear. Also,
it's like those birds that just fly into windows. Or actually, he's just like any of us who have just walked into a glass door that was shut.
I've never done that.
I've never done that.
I've done it.
Because I'm not an idiot.
Not a bird.
I left that door open.
Leaned.
Why was it? Who shut it? Wasn't me.
Who shut it?
Wasn't me.
I have leaned into a window before, though, but I've never walked into
I have
one.
tripped and put my knee through a window.
My ass went through a window once. That was my sister's fault.
I thought that was going to end. Wait, that was my sister's ass.
That's my sister's ass. No, that's her fault. So Michael was doing so good earlier on, sneaking up on people. He would still be doing good if he didn't blast that music when he started approaching people all of a sudden.
Now he's fucking getting frustrated. He's like, I'm tired of this stealth bullshit. Let's go.
It's I'm gonna treat this like a stealth mission in Alpha Protocol. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna blow everything up, get through the mission.
Got to.
And I like to imagine it's Boombox Cowboy behind him playing his music for him, getting him amped.
You know what?
He's just behind him. You can't see him.
Yeah.
Like Mikey gets a little cowboy boombox buddy.
Everybody needs a sidekick.
When's Michael gonna get a sidekick? Ooh, right, never mind. They tried to do that. People got real mad. We'll talk about that later.
When did that happen?
Nobody got mad.
At the most recent movie?
Oh, that was good.
Nobody that matters. Yeah, I said it.
Everyone got mad at that.
Nobody matters.
Nobody matters. It's fine.
Nothing really matters.
Look, we'll talk about that later. All right? Later.
Give
you know what's going to happen now?
A buddy.
Loomie gonna shoot his ass again.
5 times.
And then he's gonna be like, and Mikey's gonna fall down. And I'm like, you said he ain't dog. I know you said he ain't dead, dog. I know he ain't dead, dog. Go do it some more though.
He ain't got more bullets.
Yo, you loaded back. Use the Marshall's gun. Go do it. Which Marshall's gun?
Marshall's being a punk bitch
maybe,
and not
maybe
fucking.
He's got the Marshall's gun.
He should. I would hope he has it.
He does. Movie we don't see it. Book it tells us explicitly he took it from him.
You know what, nurse lady, go call on the Marshall's radio out there for help. She ain't authorized. I'm the onlyest one who's authorized to use this radio.
Wait a minute.
Does that fucking matter right now?
Hey, rules is rules.
To be fair,
rules is rules.
If he let the Marshal run out and do it, he'd still be alive.
So you're saying this was Loomis's plan to kill the Marshal, just like he planned to kill Ben Tramer.
Exactly, because he wants Lori to hit. Everyone wants Lori.
Wants to get rid of all the other men, the competition in this scenario. I gotcha. Okay.
Lori and Loomie are sitting over there, and they're like, why won't he die? Like,
Loomis is putting
dead.
his face so close to her face to talk to her.
So, like I'm sorry, I got you now. Like, I know what's up. Did you know?
And she's like,
I know.
Have you been drinking? My God.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. And the whole time this is going on, we're seeing in the background, the Marshals back there just like picking up and caressing and like necking Michael.
Poor Michael,
what are you doing?
He's not
breathing. Get off of him.
What has he done?
He ain't breathing. And then Mikey sits up and does the most delicate little throat slash across. It's so gentle, and he just like lays you down, sweet prince. Like our love is forever. Like, what is this bullshit?
Which would you prefer? Would you prefer the throat slit, or would you prefer TV edit where Michael stands up with the Marshal, uses him as a body shield because Loomis fires off some more shots? That is why his gun is empty.
That's better.
Yeah, of course. I don't know why they went with the
How's that
slit.
the TV edit? That seems more brutal.
Yeah, so they're like the Marshal's chest explodes twice, boom, boom, and then Michael just throws him to the ground, and he's like, "What up?"
That's
Loomis?
awesome.
And Loomis is like, "Shh."
Michael did that.
That was on you, Michael. You did that
too. He runs away. I don't know why I'm picturing him with tiny little feet and cowboy boots, but I am. And he's like, I don't know if I've seen that TV edit. Is it on?
It's on the TV.
It's on the TV.
I wonder if it's on like the 4K Blu-ray.
No, it's on the TV.
Most recent releases. Yeah, maybe.
I forgot to look for it there. YouTube, of course.
Of course, has everything.
Of course,
except for the shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Look.
Hey, let's go to major surgery because minor surgery's being used right now. Well, let's go to major surgery.
Before we go to surgery, though, let's finish our radio conversation. I need you to come out here and help us. Now, hold on. You tell me the suspect first.
Now, hold on. Are you authorized to be using this radio?
You don't sound like the marshal. And he would know, unless you know like everything about the suspect first, we don't send help until you tell me why I'm sending, who I'm sending help for.
How tall is he? What shoe size?
Is he cute?
Is he cute?
They got to know what kind of help to send. Are they sending a baker? Are they sending a candlestick maker? Are they sending a seamstress? What kind of help do you need?
The mayor?
You know?
I guess you're right.
Whatever.
He's a bad man.
So let's go to this major surgery. We're going to go hang out in there. He's like, hey, look, take my little gun. It's my strong gun. I've got another gun. I ain't going to tell you about it. And like Mikey's coming up to this locked door here. And I'm like, just shoot him in the face. You got a little hole right there where his face is. And I know you're a good shot. I'll find that out here in a second. You're a real good shot. Just shoot him in the face there. He comes through. And then I'm still thinking from the book. I'm like, Loomie, you've got the gun. Like, didn't he even draw the gun?
Before Michael comes through the door, he hands, and in the movie, he hands the marshal gun to, not fucking Nancy,
Lori.
to Lori.
Lori.
Nancy lives!
Yeah. Nancy lives! And so, but I'm thinking like, okay, Loomie, but you still got a gun,
He has two guns. Yeah, he should have like walked up, pop, pop, at his face at the door. But he doesn't. Even
though, okay, he didn't do the pop. So now Mikey's in the room. And they're just standing there, and Loomis isn't doing jack or shit.
He's gonna shoot him again.
Standing there. They didn't do it.
He pulls the trigger.
It doesn't take 15 minutes to shoot the babies.
I forgot it. I didn't reload. I didn't reload.
Whoops.
I thought I had 7 bullets.
I'm just like, you know what? The hesitation makes no sense there for me. He would have done something. Instead, Mikey just does a little stab. Like, hey, look, I don't want to kill you, Doc. We're cool. We have a fun thing, you and I. Maybe I'll kill Lori.
Joker
Maybe I
ain't
haven't
gonna
decided
kill
yet.
Batman.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do a little stab. And you go over there. You sit down for a second. All right.
Take a time out.
This is gonna be great. Watch this.
This will be great. All right, I'm gonna walk over there, and then Lori's like, Michael, and he's like, shit.
That's my name.
Shit, that's my name.
That's my name.
Shit, that's me.
She has power over me.
Oh my god, I'm so shy. I'm your brother. That's me.
Do you remember
she's like,
when I was behind those hedges and that one lady said that I wanted to talk to you? I did. But I'm shy. I'm a shy guy. Remember, and then I ran away.
Because what do I say? You haven't visited me in a long time. What do I say? Why didn't you come visit me? I get it. I killed our sister. You would have loved her. You
sisters. I killed our sisters.
I killed our sisters. You know what? Mom and Dad, maybe they died because of something. Like maybe they were traumatized after they visited me. We talk about that in the book. Like their car crash they died in was after a visit
as a
with Mikey.
snowplow accident.
I think.
That's what she speculates. But she's out of her mind on drugs at the time.
Out of her goddamn gourd. So, like, I just want to talk. You're my only living relative. Well, Grandma might be alive, but young. Grandma, but like, come on, let's talk. Hug. Pop.
Well,
like
she remembers he's never brought her any birthday presents, Skinny. Not one birthday.
This motherfucker.
Not one Christmas.
Yeah.
Not one Passover.
Not one Christmas.
Not one
Easter basket.
Like, gotta have a big basket on your bunny.
Didn't get her a Valentine's card.
None of that.
MK Jr. Day.
Didn't take her trick or treating.
Never.
You didn't even honor Juneteenth back then, Michael.
Pop.
Right in the fucking eyes.
Pop.
But you know what? Get this man some Visine because, like, he got shot in the eyes. Eyeballs are still there. Big as life now, sticking out through the mask. Red as fuck.
He needs to be able to see good.
But he can't.
Look, just be happy his head hasn't exploded like a normal person's head would have after getting shot twice with that kind of gun.
At minimum, his eyeballs should be gone. Why did we make them more visible? They should have been less. Because
now he's opening them super wide so he see good.
Because the blood's running into him so he can't see. So he needs to open them so he can.
Then he's throwing some sick haymakers with the little scalpel, and you hear they're really playing up the whoosh noise. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And he's just swinging around, and like Mikey and like Lori over there, Loomie and Lori are like just like snickering, like I'm over here, ha, ha, and like they're playing with him. He's like, then they turn on the gas so that he can't hear them. Like that's rude. I'm like,
well, they turned on the helium so that they could hear him go. I want to cut you so bad.
I'm gonna cut you so bad. And I'm like, all right, let's get high on gas, dog. That's great. What's the plan here? And like, you're an animal, Mikey. You're an animal. And then Loomie's like, hey, look, you gotta go.
Hey,
you're gonna be in like, most of these sequels.
Get your ass away from here.
Yeah, get your ass away from here, Lori. You're gonna be in all the sequels. You gotta get out of here. You need to survive because you're gonna be in these. Not me though. So we get all this gas, and instead of again maybe using that other gun to cause a spark in the room from a distance?
Hold on.
From a distance.
Hold on. I want to just read this to you. Right before he gets Lori to leave. He took Lori's face in his hands and spoke directly to her, enunciating every syllable so she would understand. Because everyone's a fucking idiot except him, Daniel.
Snape killed
not a sound
Dumbledore.
Now. Do you understand? He felt the smooth, delicate skin on her face, the wisp of down behind her ear, the warm pulsing of her carotid. He noted her cheekbones, the fine line of her nose, her eyes, and the intelligence that still lived there. It would stand her in good stead for another 60 or 70 years, if only it could survive. Isn't that's so sweet. Also, he refers to her as, it was as if he was seeing all the generations that had conspired to bring forth this latest and most perfect image of humanity. He's talking about Lori. Everything he had given his life to preserving and nurturing here in its purest form. The witch than which there was no witcher.
What?
So, once again,
the witch
someone else
then there was no what?
The witch than which there was no witcher.
The fuck does that mean? You're not fucking Shakespeare. You don't get to make shit up.
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Okay, he's saying like, okay, like she's like
she's
all
like
the
cream
generations
in the
combined
donut.
into it.
She's like the jelly in your jam. She's like your peanut butter with your chocolate.
Right.
She's
And
the
he's
witch
saying that
which there is no witcher.
She's the witch, so she's the thing. That is the thing that there is none thingier of that.
There's no thingier than this thing. The thing, then thing, there is no thing.
So she's the beauty. She is the beauty that is the beauty that there's nothing more beautiful than, beautier than.
Did the writer have a stroke on that sentence? Are they okay?
No, he had a word count, and teacher is very strict. And if you walked in with your fucking report saying, and George Washington was the first president of the presidents of which he was the firstest.
Of the presidents, he was the first president.
You have met the requirements.
He was the
word
first
count.
president of that witch. He was the witch of which year?
I'm starting to think an AI from the future went back in time to write this book, and this is what we got.
Gas time.
Yeah, Loomie lights a lighter, blows our asses up. Mikey, he's so hot right now. Lori, first off, Loomie, I don't think accounted for how slow she is. She barely gets out of the blast radius here.
What about the babies?
All right, what about the baby? Well,
we'll get to that when we talk about the death count.
Well, we'll get to
because
that.
Think about
Mikey
okay,
comes...
so even if the babies didn't explode, sprinklers are on. Now they're drowning.
It's drowned.
Yeah, I didn't consider the sprinklers.
I don't care which way you try to get out of this. Those babies are dead.
Sprinklers in the 80s, they were like fire hoses. So they're just filling
straight down.
They're just
and you know what?
Most of those plastic baby cribs, because they're solid sheets of plastic. They don't have little bars for anything. So it's just gonna, you know what? It's okay. Fill up. The babies are gonna float like Moses on there. It's fine. Like little baby Moses.
On top of that, though,
they're like the willow baby.
Some of the babies will pull the blankets up over their face, so they're getting like full on waterboarded.
Oh, waterboarded, yeah. They're doing it to themselves.
One thing they're doing it. I hate to see as a waterboard.
I hate to see a baby waterboard itself.
It's one of my least favorite things to see. That and like when your favorite menu item's gone at a fast food restaurant.
Oh, it makes me so mad.
Like Hardee's brought back the cinnamon raisin biscuit. Like they took it away that they had since the creation of Hardee's. They brought it back for like a couple months as a fucking teaser. And by the time I get near a Hardee's, it's fucking gone. Are you kidding me, Hardee's? All right. Do I need to go call up Carl's Sr. and tell him what the fuck you're doing to his company?
Isn't Carl's Jr. a restaurant?
Yeah, but I figured I'd go straight to his father.
Well, what's he got to do with Hardee's?
That's the same company.
Do you think the Colonel committed war crimes?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Mikey walks out of the fire, though, all on fire, and you can definitely tell that's a big, like, fire, like, suit the guy's wearing. Like, it's like, you're looking a little puffy there, buddy.
He's, well, yeah, it's smoke, it's the heat, it makes your body expand. Also, that suit had a zipper on the arm, and so Dick Warlock got singed because all the heat from this fire went into the metal of the zipper. Oof. Good times.
Yeah.
He's still holding a scalpel in his hand, though.
Look, that's a good dick, but nobody likes a scarred dick.
Mm.
And you know what? Loomis doesn't stand up and say this because he's blown to bits, but Lori stands up and she looks at the camera and she goes, "Boys, we got him." And there's an American flag behind her, a little wink. And it's like...
In the background, you can hear a baby drowning.
Yeah, baby drowning. And then there's people outside and they're talking like, how many bodies have y'all found? Like, how many has he killed? Whatever. What did they say? They say 10 so far?
10 so far. Okay. Alice.
And it's like, that's how many dudes
He
have
actually
slept
held
with
up
my
the right
wife,
amount
though,
of fingers. Can we get a round of applause?
I'm in front of my kid. I can't trick her this time. So Alice, Garrett, Dr. Mixter, Janet, Jill, Miss Alves, Bud, Karen, Dr. Loomis, Marshall. So we're not counting Jimmy.
Well, is Jimmy dead?
I think Jimmy's dead.
Jimmy had a concussion and fell out of the car.
Jimmy had a brain thing. So as we'll find out, Jimmy survives. There was a alternate ending in this one, where Lori's in the back of the ambulance and there's someone.
Jimmy's already working again.
Yeah, the sheet.
They just take her around the block and then bring her back to that same hospital?
Yeah, because that's the only place they got. In the book, they're trying to take her home after this. They're like, you know what? The hospitals are not for you.
Where's your address?
You have done too much damage to this. You're going
Everywhere
home.
You go, people die.
But in the book, though, she's like, I don't know. Is that because she can't decide if the Strode house or the Myers house?
They've given her so much drugs, Kenny. She can't remember anything. Anyway, alternate ending. A figure sits up the way Michael Myers did in the first movie, covered in a sheet. She all panics. She comes down. It's Jimmy. They're all like, you didn't die. But they cut that. And so you only find out that Jimmy survived when we get to the first death of Laurie Strode.
Dun, dun, dun.
Also, they say 10 so far. So maybe they haven't got to the drowned babies. They haven't got to the blown up other patients.
Well, I mean, I think
died
the
of smoke
babies,
inhalation.
those are on. That's not on him.
No, everything.
Yeah, it's on Loomis.
Like that. He killed that kid on that street. He set him on fire.
Wait. Did they count Ben Tramer in the 10?
No.
Well, he didn't do that.
I'm just making sure.
I'm making sure my client doesn't get in trouble for shit he didn't do.
They said so far. So we can count them.
My last note, after the 10 so far and all, that's how many dudes his wife has slept with recently. Like that, my last note after that is big steps. But I don't know what that means.
Big step. Is that because we're helping Lori get out of the wheelchair into the ambulance?
That's what
and
it is.
It's daylight, and now you can see, you know what? Dana Carvey's back. He's there.
I didn't see it. I got to go see it, though.
He's there. And our reporter, Robert Mundy, is there. But the blonde woman who was there at the beginning of the night, she is no longer there. Where'd she go,
she
Daniel?
killed those people.
I think Michael Myers killed her and threw her into a bush.
Okay, rude.
Kenny?
Yeah, that is rude.
When that ambulance is driving through that parking lot, there are so many people just walking through the fog.
Where are they going? What are
they
doing?
coming from? Why are they there? Their cars aren't there.
No. That's the morning staff.
And they're
coming from that fucking party.
They just walk to work, okay? You know why?
Because they were too drunk.
This town is so small, you can do that. You can just walk from the town to the hospital. And everyone at that hospital could have just walked to town.
You wake up with a hangover. You start walking to work. You get to work just to find out that it burned down?
I mean, you still get paid.
You shouldn't get paid if you're not doing work.
Come on, Daniel. How often do you get paid when you're not doing work?
No, I mean, I'm technically on vacation, so I guess all the time, right?
Right.
The ambulance attendants, as they're taking Lori in, they're all like, we'll be damned if we could piece them all together, but yeah, that one guy burnt to a French fry. All I know is somebody had themselves a real nice cookout last night. I hear
insensitive.
There were 2 of them. Only one like this. Other one got blown to Kingdom Come. So what do you do now? Dental records, that sort of thing. If anybody cares, you never know. They might just take their choice. Chance? Doesn't much matter. They're both gone. Right. Ooh. Wait. Consider. Well, no. Because that's definitely the shit.
Consider this.
I was going to say, Miss Alves was in the room right next to them when that explosion happened, so that could be her body that exploded.
Right. But you need to find 2 bodies because Loomis is alive and so is Michael.
Well, no. So that one walking out is Loomis. He just grabbed the scalpel and became the Michelin tire guy in the process.
Why did he grab the scalpel?
Dun 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 dun.
Mr. Loomis.
Dun 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 dun. You get it? It's Sandman because it's a dream and Laurie's having dreams and this is just like a really bad dream for her.
Right.
The movie showing for Mr. Garrett in the background it's Dementia from 1955.
Great.
Have I seen Dementia?
Yeah. We have seen Dementia 13. We have not seen Dementia. made in 1955. You would have remembered it because there's no dialogue in the whole movie. There's only a narrator. But it's about...
I might have...
Yeah?
I might not remember. Because so, like, when I was younger, I think still, like, in high school and stuff, DVD player and whatnot, bought, like, one of those 50 classic horror movie packs.
Okay.
And it had a bunch of discs in there, and I just kind of went through, and, I remember some of them because they were really good, like The Bat.
The Bat.
Bat was in that set. That was really fucking good. I think White Zombie.
Yes, that's in that. Well, we probably have a same or very similar set.
Yeah. But so was Dementia?
Dementia 13, I think, was in that set. I don't know if Dementia was. I can't. Like, I had never, until I did the research, I hadn't heard of it before.
Either way, I don't remember a damn thing about it. But that would have been the only way I can think it would have crossed my path if it was in my collection of that shit. Good times, though. Did you guys like this movie?
Yes.
Yarp.
A lot of face action before that.
'Cause I was thinking, is it my favorite Halloween sequel? No. But I do like it.
I don't know why you were thinking that, though.
No, right, no. So for the longest time, it was Halloween, Halloween 2, then H2O. Those were the 3 films I'd watch each Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can skip this one.
Maybe I can skip it
H2O is good. Yeah, this ain't canon,
But you got to watch this one.
Not like
H2O.
Let's not blow our wad now and talk about the future rankings of the other movies.
Obviously, Rob Zombie 1, Rob Zombie 2, and then everything else, right?
Get out of here with the second one.
Wait till we hit part 5, part 6.
I don't think I've seen him.
You haven't. Otherwise, you'd stop talking. You'd stop bad-mouthing Rob Zombie.
Oh my god!
Because you're gonna be like, you know what? That Rob Zombie fella.
Not so bad.
Not so bad. At least it's pretty. There's a vision.
And a horse that is white.
Don't love the second one.
A cookie man.
Right now, we've watched 2 of them.
Yes, I'm feeling good.
So I'm very confident in my rating so far. Is I'm gonna say 1 and then 2.
Okay,
that's what I'm ranking them right now.
So far. Oh yeah, the rankings, right? We do rankings for these. Yeah. I think 1 and 2. That's probably right.
Inspired.
Yeah.
Do you have any? Do you think having different people portray Michael Myers makes a difference so far? I mean, for me, it hasn't.
The body language is a little.
The first one,
less.
I think he's
good
more
in the second one.
Was there head tilt in the first one?
Yes. After he knifes him to the door, and he stays there, and he's like, "How does gravity work?"
Yeah, this is weird. But I don't know if it's so much. It's not Dick's.
Yeah,
it's not. I don't think it's so much Dick's fault. I think it's just the way Michael is like shot in this one is not as. This one isn't as shot as well as first one, maybe. Because like you said, even when they tried to recreate the scene of him coming out of the shadows and stuff like that, like that did not hit anywhere near as well as in the first movie. And you can't sit there and say like, oh, but you just seen it in the first movie. Like I've watched the first movie 100 times. That hits every fucking time. It is such a good shot. I don't know.
How about the music?
I mean,
do you like this music more?
I thought the music was weird.
So let's see. John Carpenter has his thing, and then Alan Howarth comes along and like adds.
I don't like what he added.
I will always love the first one.
Absolutely.
I like it. I like the second soundtrack too.
Yeah, it's still good. But I mean, again, we'll probably be saying this the whole fucking franchise. Like the first movie is an iconic piece of cinema. It is top to bottom, like a fantastic film.
Yeah, but what about that shot where the ground was wet and then it was?
Hey, California gets weird. Illinois.
How do you know that wasn't just the evil drying up the land,
Took
Daniel?
a piss.
Druids do weather stuff, I'm sure.
I fucking hate druids. And you know what? I'll go ahead and give you my definitive book ranking so far. 2, then 1.
Whoa. Oh, is it because of the druids?
It's because of the druids.
Is the second book written by the same as first book?
No.
What kind of a series is this?
I don't know. Novelizations are weird, though.
I believe the author of the second novelization also does the novelization third.
Well, thank God.
Like that's what the YouTube guy said.
Okay.
Would it be weird if the third one, Mike Myers?
In the book,
and not Michael?
No, it's not. I'm like halfway through the book. It's not. And Dr. Chalice.
I've never seen any Halloween movie after this. Except for the ones.
You just talked about
H2O.
You just talked about
Resurrection. Of the main ones.
And the main sequence.
So you haven't seen 3 through 6.
Yeah.
So Daniel hasn't watched the soft reboot yet.
It makes you very soft.
I know what it is.
You've seen The Shape,
Good
though.
job.
Yeah, I've
Proud
seen
of
The
you.
Shape.
So
That's the soft reboot,
Again-
right? The Shape.
that's a soft reboot. We're still early in the series. We're still pretty optimistic early on in the Friday series. The first 2 movies in that were bangers.
We were still pretty
But-
happy.
Comparing the first 2 Friday movies to the first 2 Halloween movies, like as a package deal,
Yeah.
which are you more impressed with?
I don't remember anything about the second
If-
Friday movie.
That's bag.
That's the
bag
first
head.
appearance of Jason with Baghead.
If you're going, I think the second
Package though,
a package.
package deal.
Problem
Them
is the
combined
second.
because they're tight. Their stories together.
Yeah. Second Friday one is just really so strong, like stronger than this one.
Yeah, but the first Halloween.
I'm saying it's a tie.
So
It's a toss up at this
it's
point.
pretty. It's impressive how close they are at the start of this series.
Right? Because I mean, even the first
But-
Friday, it's not bad.
It's not
It's
bad,
quite good.
no.
So
Yeah. But we'll see on the rewatch here with the critical eye. In my heart of hearts, I still very strongly feel that the highs of the Halloween franchise are higher than the Friday franchise.
but
But the
there's going to be a but
lows
when
are
we
lower
after part 4.
than most of the Friday lows.
Well, that's because
So I think
yeah, this-
I think Friday has a higher floor overall as a series. Is my recollection.
I think the problem is for Halloween, Daniel, and you're gonna oh Daniel, our sweet baby summer Daniel. After 4, we take a nosedive and we never come out
Good.
until we do a reboot
Yeah.
again. No, another
H2O.
soft reboot, and then we nosedive again,
And then we ruin it again,
and then we
real hard.
so
There's 2
And
after
we-
that one though, right? Resurrection and something else.
no.
No, we get resurrection
just
and then
Resurrection.
you know
They
what?
say resurrection, but they should have just called it like demolition because they just blew up everything
Demolition.
they did.
Nice.
And then alternate universe
And then
for 2, alternate timeline.
Okay,
And
but
with the-
which one has Captain America like
All of
stealing the
them.
Tesseract?
I mean, Ant-Man is in one of them.
Right. I know that.
Are there any other Avengers in the Halloween series? Well, Dana Carvey,
Obviously.
clearly,
obviously. Are there? Busta Rhymes, is he an Avenger?
Not yet.
He should be. Love Busta. I'm just still scared after what we went through last year with the Friday series of how I'm gonna feel at the end of just critically having to watch all these. I was emotionally and mentally gutted, destroyed after
Can
the
I ask a
Friday
question?
series.
no
Is
slugs,
there
Daniel.
one-
I'm sorry. There
No,
are never
no,
any
How
slugs.
did-
no slugs.
How did
any
you know
time.
what my question was gonna be?
I know your body.
No, your body.
Okay.
Ah,
I guess
so
I'll
we're-
still watch these.
Yeah, we're gonna take a little break from Michael for a while, so we'll get ready for Halloween 3,
Season of the
Good
Witch.
next. Season of the Witch, and then we'll come back to Mikey. We'll touch base with him later. Well. I have always been your horrible host Kenny, saying that is not security guard Chico's job to go check that telephone pole, and he should have left after he got clawed by Dumpster Cat. He did nothing wrong. That's the most evil Michael has ever done, is killing Chico. He's already having a bad night. Dumpster Cat.
I'm trying to
Nobody's
decide if I want to
working to play
just
with his
interrupt
walkie-talkie.
you and just go.
Chico did nothing wrong. It's still Kenny.
I'm Daniel, and I've been Ryan's brother this whole time.
What?
Oh my god. Ryan sealed that file.
I thought I burned it away. What am I? I'm Ryan.
You want to just reverse what I said?
I may have been, and I've been Daniel's brother, younger brother, the whole
Whoa!
time.
Oh,
Plot twist.
More hair. Pot twist.
And we those two actually were twins, and we were the babies at the hospital. And the reason we don't talk so good is because we had water in our lungs for a while.
Got the brain damage from the oxygen deprivation. Yeah, good call.